right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the platform, episode 124. We are talking EA, which is it's a triggering ass topic because of what EA did. We talked about this on Friday for like a spot news break, but I kind of wanted to pick you guys' brains on EA. So we're talking EA. We're also got some little tidbits here and there. There's something about Randy Pitchford. As well as it's kind of a sensitive subject, but I think we might be able to handle it because we kind of have an understanding. But One Punch Man is receiving a lot of backlash right now for one of its characters, so we'll talk about that. Bloodstained Ritual of the Night is out in the wild, so we'll talk about that as well. I want to pick Big Mike's brain about it because he has been playing it. Yeah. Motherfucker, he literally streamed it to our fucking channel. This motherfucker literally streamed it to our channel. Like, literally streamed Bloodstained.
Yeah. I was having a brain fart.
That's a lie, man. He's literally streamed it like a day or two ago, and he forgot already.
It was like yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
His age is showing.
Oh, she got to tuck that motherfucking shit in. You got to tuck that shit in, Big Mike, man. It was the day before yesterday, actually. I think it was. But it was a couple days ago, dude. It wasn't.
It was a couple days ago, but it wasn't yesterday.
Okay, all right. But you still, whatever. Anyway, we also have a future fail to take care of. That's our in-house death counter, and Brandon. The whole man, unfortunately, he wasn't here at the last show. Now he's here today, so he can literally finish his future fail. So I don't know what we want to have him do, but maybe after we do our introductions, we'll figure it out. Because I know Terry's sick of the dancing and singing, so he might be having some hot sauce in his near future. I don't know.
It's already been planned on doing hot sauce.
Right. Yeah, he's already doing that. He's already doing that as a bonus.
Yeah, that's a bonus.
That's a bonus. Okay, that's a bonus. All right, well, let's do this. Let's get with our introductions. Let's start with the Rage Queen, Cool Cat Terry. What's up?
What's up, everybody? Hey, it's Cool Cat.
Hey, that's some enthusiasm.
Yes.
What's up, everybody?
What's up? Yeah. Oh my God, I've just been exhausted all week. But yeah, I mean, I'm just doing my thing. I've been playing Anthem because Anthem is live. And I actually started playing. I finished, Darksiders 3. Like I mentioned that last week. I got that done, and I actually started Stardew Valley yesterday for the very first time. I just wanted something to chill and relax to. I didn't want to have to be like too ingrained into anything. So I was like, I'll throw this game on. It's been in my library forever. Didn't even have it installed. So I was like, I'm gonna do it. So I did that. I finally started that up. But yeah, it's just been busy. And I played a little. I went back and I played a little bit of Far Cry. What's that new one?
Far Cry New Dawn.
New Dawn, yeah. I played a little bit of that with Lokita the other day. Helped her get going, get her play through a bit. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's been good. Mostly Anthem, because Anthem is amazing.
No.
You can't say
Anthem's amazing.
I already said Anthem is live. Weren't you listening, Mike?
Right.
There. No. I want to hear it again. Nothing can be amazing.
Anthem is live.
Exactly. Gotta say with that passion.
So Anthem is live.
Anthem is live. Yes.
Exactly.
Make sure you tell Lokita that I am still in love with her. So make sure you tell her. So she ain't here.
His face right now on Platinum. He just looks disgusted right now.
So is Platinum. Platinum is too. You know what I'm saying? So is Terry. So she's got
everybody.
She's got three people, at least three.
Let's clarify something on my end, okay? She's attractive. Yes, she's social. She's caring. Yeah. Right. Don't over dramatic.
Yeah, that's what it is. I think that's what it is.
Don't over dramatic.
Come on, man. Come on,
Platinum's afraid of the elders.
That's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is.
That's going too far.
All right. Well, welcome.
I'm that meme right now. Like what?
Right. Anyway, since we are talking about Platinum, what's up, man?
Yo, what's really good, man? What's
What's up?
Yay! I've been so pumped to come back to this podcast for. Yo, what's really good? Yo, I'm here. I reimagining myself, still the same package, but so adding new features to not only myself but also to my platforms across the board. Still on the road to 100 platinum. We got 99 platinums right now. I'm just going at my own pace so that way we, we'll all transition to bigger, better content and different games for sure. But
For
yeah,
sure. And
baby.
Platinum, I'm gonna get that to you tonight too, man. That what we talked about.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I got you, man. I got that shit.
So yeah,
man. Just a small, like you said, a small sound bite, right?
I'm in collaboration with everybody. I got projects coming. I just got to put the money up and just invest in it, and you guys gonna see a whole new version of Platinum like you never seen before. Best believe that.
He still owe me like $50K for what I'm about to do.
No,
That's all right. This motherfucker, you have to sign a fucking real contract.
A waiver contract.
Well, welcome, sir. Next up, we got Brandon, the whole man. What's up, man? What's going on?
Hey, it's me, Brandon the Whole Man here. And lately, all I've been playing is that Resident Evil 2 remake.
Here we go. I knew you were going to try to expose me. I knew it. I
wasn't going to expose you. I wasn't going to... Hey, if you see me stream, you'd see me scream like a bitch.
Yeah, you did. But
I think this needs to be a comparison compilation of who's screaming like a bitch here.
I know. Right now, it's me. Because my heart, every time I keep playing it, my heart's going like this, like so fast.
You know what would be dope though? Like, I want you guys to do a dual stream to where you guys start the game at the exact same time, and we'll both get rashed from the both of you. I think that'd be fucking awesome.
That's what it is.
Whoever lasts the longest, and whoever lasts the longest survives. Whoever doesn't has the punishment.
See, Platinum just want blood.
Oh.
That's what it is, man.
I know he
like
does.
That sounds like a good idea. Don't you get it, guys?
Bloodthirsty. That's like blood.
No, yes. I need some verification here, guys.
I'm down with it.
I guess.
Okay, look, we got another one.
I guess I support it. Whatever. I give them the blood. If they want blood, they can have blood. Just make sure you sub. Hit that motherfucking bell. You know what I'm saying? That's what if you want blood, hit that bell. All right. Well, Brandon, what you say? You said you were playing Resident Evil. Is that it? That's all you're playing this week?
Yeah, right now it's just all that Resident Evil. I beat Leon's story. Now I'm going on the Claire's.
Okay. Well, I still got to beat Leon's story. Fuck. I'm not trying to get. I'm not trying to lose to Nick right now. Nick already. It's like every time I go to bed, I can just see his face. Hey, did you beat Resident Evil 2 yet? Did you beat Resident Evil 2?
Mr. X smiling down on you there, Danny.
Mr. X is under your bed. Did you fucking do it? Grow some fucking grenades. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, like that's all I fucking see. Yeah.
You know what I just found out about the game? There's two different stories for Leon and Claire.
Yep.
I know. And I'm probably going to do the whack one because...
Isn't that literally a staple for Resident Evil, though? They always have a Leon A and B and a Claire A and B?
No.
They all do that, I thought.
That was just for Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, Resident Evil 2 had the alternates. Resident Evil 3 didn't. Resident Evil 5, I think, had two endings. They weren't separate from each character.
No.
Two endings?
Yeah, there's a secret ending for Resident Evil 5, and then 4 didn't have it.
Please enlighten me on that.
I don't know if it was 5. Was it 5? Yeah, I think 5 did. Yeah, there was an alternate.
Was it 5? We got double check
that. The first one did.
I'm not sure if 5 did.
I thought it was if you beat it with cheats. There's something in the credits. I thought it was something if you beat. I'm serious. If you beat it with cheats, like the infinite ammo cheat, I think there's something in the credits, but I got to look it up. I'm not sure. I think 6.
Now you sound like hip hop gamer. Oh, you play with Jesus.
Well, listen, but I didn't say I supported it. Hold on, I didn't say I'm going to beat it with cheats. I just said there's the other one as an example of alternate situations when you
No, don't
It's
try
not-
to
I'm not
change the way
saying-
you said it. Last week you just said you
Don't
need
do
to
this.
get
Platinum is scathing. He's skimming at the life loss. He's just scratching. He's like, ah! he's like you know what I'm saying? He's like a mouse trying to get in the door to get in your food. He's like,
I'm just saying, Danny, you need to calm
Yes.
down. Joking Rabbit says that Platinum's right. There's not an alternate ending. In
Yeah.
five.
oh, okay, all right. Well, I mean, I can say okay. No. I said I think. I was 100%. I was 100%. Right.
Nah,
Right.
you
So
said it with
let's be
pure
real. Let's
confidence.
be real.
You said it with pure confidence.
I said
like
I
it was a
think
fact.
it is. I think it
Country
is.
Rabbit says, look, Danny uses the cheats in Resident Evil. What the fuck?
I do not. Sorry. I don't. Anyway.
I want to take a life from YouTube again because every single show, I don't get the entire chat. Like
I don't know why you don't get the chat. Terry.
Look, I'm going to tell you how to do it.
Screw you, YouTube.
I
I
don't
think
understand
what
why
you're
you
doing
don't.
is wrong. All right.
I'm doing it wrong, bitch. I pull up the goddamn video.
Hear me out. All right. When you're looking at the chat, does it say live chat or top chat?
Top chat.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah, you gotta switch it to live
Why do they have a
chat.
thing? Why do they have a thing?
Top chat only gives you like portions of the chat. Click where it
Yeah, I
says live.
literally just switched it to live chat, and it's the exact same chat.
No.
You gotta
Nothing
refresh.
added.
You gotta refresh.
Give it time, but no, don't refresh.
Stupid.
But
You know what? Fuck you, YouTube. Just have one goddamn chat.
But no, don't refresh. But now you'll get all the chat instead of just a portion of the chat.
Why do they have to have a separate chat? Just have one goddamn chat.
I don't know.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
YouTube is
Danny.
stupid, man.
Danny,
Yes.
you still didn't need to lose a life, brother.
Damn.
Because that wasn't a life loss situation. I know it wasn't. Sorry, wasn't 100%. I wasn't 100%. I said I was gonna find out. I literally said I'll find out.
Hold on,
And then he answered the question in chat. Sorry.
No, hold on.
Sorry, your scrapings didn't scrape. Sorry, your scrapes didn't scrape.
hold on,
Sorry.
hold on.
He never said that he used them. He just knows of them.
Exactly. So dude's just
No,
trying to
when-
get blood, man.
Like, oh, if you
That's
beat
what it is.
it,
This is Platinum's
I'm like,
theory.
what?
This is Platinum's
Hold on,
theory.
hold on.
If he just toss grenades in a certain direction, eventually he'll blow me up. And it's not going down. He doesn't understand I'm the master of ceremony here. I'm the surgeon. I dictate the cuts. I cut open. You know what I'm saying? So
I caused you to lose 3 lives already. So.
exactly. So you're there. I'm already there. So I got 3
Single-handedly,
left.
So I'm just.
All right.
Right.
It's good. It's
Anyway.
good. It's good.
Anyway.
All right, hold on. I mean, I'm with
Big Mike.
I'm with
Big Mike.
Hold on. Hear me out.
What's up, EJ? What up, joking? Fuck you, joking. What up, John? What up, a la carte?
Hold on. Don't you always say though, Dave? The chat is always right. The chat's saying you should lose a
Chat's
life.
not always right. Who the
Chat
hell
is
says
not
that?
always right. I disagree with chat all the time. Right.
He said the chat's never right.
Motherfuckers, I said I disagree with them all the time. I never said they weren't right. I agree. I
He would never
agree.
say that because the moment he said that, he would have to agree to everything.
I have to
Frozen
agree to
and
every
Persona
fucking
says.
thing. They about take a life, take a life, take a life.
You
That is
realize,
no.
you realize how much bullshit Persona and Frozen both say in that chat?
Exactly. Big Mike is also clawing. He's chomping at the bits. He's like, and he's getting fucking nothing, you know? So anyway, since we are speaking of Big Mike, what's up, Big Mike? Fuck you. Welcome to the show, man. What you been playing?
What's going good, everybody? It's your boy Big Mike here. I've been playing Days Gone, Monster Hunter Iceborne expansion, and Bloodstained Ritual of the Night.
Exactly, like we said earlier, where you were shocked that I mentioned it.
And
Exactly.
Destiny. You've been playing that Destiny too.
Yeah, I've been on Destiny 2 as well. I just Alakar said I should lose a life because I bailed on him because I went and did the podcast with you guys real quick.
Right. This motherfucker said, take a life for Big Mike.
Bounce
I'm
on
like, see, if we listen to chat, you would hear. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Shut the fuck up, Big Mike. You know what I'm saying?
Chat, you was one also. It's only
Because
fair.
if we listen to chat, you'd have been dead, dude. But we're gonna keep it simple. We're gonna be all right. All right, well, welcome, Big
Dave's
Mike.
over here
Welcome.
acting like the Matrix over here, dodging all the lives.
You didn't even say goodbye to him. You just shut off the game.
No, I didn't shut the game off. I just let the game time out. And
He just disappeared.
Shady, man. You could at least
That's
told
a
him
dick
you had to go.
It's fucking
That's
disgusting.
shady.
He's like,
Shady.
he's like, Mike's playing with him. He goes, hold on.
Right,
And
and just never fucking comes back and shit.
I told him just chill. I said I'll be back in like an hour or so.
Not. That sounds just like
No, I'm just playing. I didn't use it.
I feel like someone's gonna join me today.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's happening. It's going to happen. I think it's gonna be me though.
It's either Big Mike or
they got
Dan.
that. Yeah, my head is on a swivel right now, so we're gonna see.
My head's not even on a swivel yet.
I'm gonna be the quietest host ever today.
Nah, bro.
Because I got 3 lives, man. I got 3 fucking lives, man. I am in true danger right now. I'm in fucking danger right now.
I do want to add, I forgot because I've been so tired and I've been spacing out all week. I also played CTR as well.
Crash Team Racing looks so fucking good.
Yeah, it's so pretty.
Good.
It's so
fucking
pretty.
good. I am shaking, joking, but fuck you. Anyway, next up, we got Primetime, a.k.a. Dave D, a.k.a. Mr. Political Gamer. What's up, man?
What's up, man? What's going on? This is Dave D and the place to be. Hey, check this out, yo. I've been playing NBA 2K19. I got it for $3.
Good.
And I'm super happy that I did buy it. They had a sale on the PS. It was like some days of sales, PSN days of sales, and they had it for. It was originally $59.99. I got it for $3.
Damn.
PC or something or
No, on PS4.
PSN.
On PS4.
It was just on PS4. You could pick
It was for
would.
$3.
I
I
know.
would get it, but I don't play sports games like that.
But the sale was actually on Xbox, Nintendo Switch, and PS4, and I think
It was
Really?
Platinum. That's because
I
you
think
gotta have skills to play it. Anyway, go ahead, Dave.
I don't. That's all right though. I take that shot because I don't. You know what I'm saying? It takes a boss to 100% the game, especially playing horror games. So, but yeah, it takes a man to play through a horror game. You feel me? Yeah, take that.
All right, whatever.
You come with a shot.
Before we go any further, Dave loses a life.
Why David lose a
Why
life?
do I lose that?
Why don't you have a cam on?
Oh,
Well,
there it is right there.
Yeah, good
I'll
call.
explain first. Hold on, before you take the life. First of all, I'm streaming as I'm washing the dishes and
Yep.
cooking for my family.
Yep,
So I can't be on camera right now.
But guess
I mean,
what? Guess what? Even though I totally get it, I absolutely understand, David, you're a great dad, a great parent, a great husband. But guess what? Cams need to be
That's so
motherfucking
unfair.
on.
I can't even control my situation.
Cams
I can't even control. How is that going to be me walking back and forth with my kids in their pajamas and my wife walking around with her hair tied up, sitting here streaming in front of you guys?
You know
I'm not
why?
doing
You know
that.
why? You know why? Because everybody here said, you know what? Instead of doing that, I'm going to hold off on that for a second, get the show done, then do that. That's why we're all talking.
I can't.
And you're
I can't, man, because look,
You
you
don't
can't.
have like a go to like a different room of the house.
Yeah. Go to your man
First
cave,
of all,
man. When
first
you're
of all,
done.
I'm the cook. I'm the cook.
Oh,
Trust
that's
me.
fine.
You
Well,
want
guess
me
what?
to
Guess what,
cook.
David? Guess what,
So
David?
I want to
Guess
make
what?
sure that I'm cooking.
Guess what, David? I love you to death. Twin bro for life. I will kill a brie and chuck a tree for you. But guess what? You failed, David. You don't have your cam on. I can't just say, okay, because David's a great dad and an amazing husband, then I'm not going to take the life away. You lost that life, bro. I'm sorry. That's part of the show. You signed on the
Danny, I
dotted
hope
line.
you lose the rest of your lives on this.
Oh, you hope I do? Okay. All right. Well, let's do this for the one time. Let's do this.
Wait. Hey, Dave. I want to bring something up. I was going. Yes, I was going back to our different podcasts, and when I got the present and future fail, my present was I had to do the Vogue,
Mm-hmm.
and then when I did the future, I had to do Baby Shark.
No, you rolled double fail. You rolled a double
No.
fail.
Yeah, my
Double
my
fail means it's 2 fails. You still had a
Yeah.
future fail.
Yeah, I did, that was in a different episode.
You're literally explaining the same shit. You
No,
have
I'm
your-
trying to backpedal. Like, nah, I ain't
No.
no.
Yes.
No, I'll do it, but I'll explain that on that day I did the Vogue.
Randy, you
Alright,
fucking
alright.
I did
Alright.
the Vogue, and then I had to do the mustard. I had to do the mustard, then the hot
Okay.
sauce.
Okay.
I just wanted to explain.
Okay.
I still think it was Mike that
It
was
wasn't.
supposed to get the double.
Yeah.
I
wasn't.
still think it was.
I
You're
didn't
going
have the
through the
future-
episodes, Brandon. Keep going through and find it.
I do not have the future fail, though. I do not have the future
I will.
Look, Big Mike like, fuck, I do have that future fail. You can see it
No,
in
I
his eyes.
don't. I didn't have a future fail. I had a dance thing, and like he didn't choose the bachata, and I failed at it.
Yeah, because Mike did the unseasoned machata and the unseasoned dance that he did. The one without no paprika or onion powder, nothing. It was just a raw chicken breast in the oven. But yeah, I remember that, but I don't know if he had the double fail.
I didn't have a double fail.
He didn't have the double fail.
Nope.
Nah. He just did the unseasoned
I did the
unseasoned dance moves.
bachata.
Yeah.
Right. It was terrible. Anyway, what's up, everybody? My name is Dan, the man. I'm a host here at the platform.
It was tapioca pudding.
Tapioca pudding is
It's actually all right.
It's good.
I've been
Bland as
playing.
shit.
Actually, Terry, since I'm subbed to her channel, you know, randomly you get games if you super subbed, and I've subbed to her for 2 years, so she hooked me
I
up with a
give
game.
back. I give back to my supporters. Hell yeah.
Super supported, and she sent me basically it gave me a chance to choose from a list of games, and I chose this game called Fight and Rage, and it is so fucking good. It's old school style beat 'em up, but it has
You not
modern
streaming it?
sensibilities. No, I might stream it tonight though. And then, but then, as soon as I stream that, he's gonna come in the stream and be like, "Where's Resident Evil? You got time to play Fight and Rage?
I mean, you
You got
still
time to play
got time.
Resident Evil? You got time?
You got this weekend and next weekend, man. You got this weekend and next weekend. for
Fuck,
Resident
I do
Evil.
got 2 weekends. God damn it.
I mean,
but I'm
next door gonna be knocking on your door like, "What's up, Danny?"
I'm gonna be like, what the fuck? I'm gonna be like, first of all, how you know where I stay? You know what I'm saying? Like, how the fuck you know where I stay? You know what I'm saying? I'll be so pissed. Like, dude, what the fuck you doing at my crib? No. I've also been playing so Devil May Cry 5.
Still haven't beat it.
Yeah, I still haven't, but I just be in and out of it. You know what I'm saying? I played some Assassin's Creed, one of them fucking games. I got it for free on Ubisoft Store 3. I think I played a little bit of 3. And on my phone, I have been playing this game called Arch Hero. It is not a gacha game. It's about this dude who's like, he's an
I bet
archer.
you anybody's a gotcha game.
I'm about to show you right now. I'm about to pull it up right fucking now. It is not a it's not a gotcha game. It's like let me go. It's like
You want to know a gotcha game? Freaking Crash Team Racing. You literally got to go through 42 pages to get into the game, and then they give you another 28 pages for the policy agreement to get to actually play the game.
it's just all it is. It's like you go through
That's
the
a
levels.
gotcha. Sell your soul.
Right.
Nah, that's not a gotcha game at all.
You go through the levels and you just
Tracking
fucking
racing.
look. See, that's all you do. It's just
Okay.
a shooter. It's like a.
Yeah, I'm not seeing a bajillion pop-ups. Yo, buy now, buy now, buy now.
Yeah, this is not a guy. I know, but Big Mike let him tell it. Every game on mobile is gotcha, and it's not. It's not. That's why I like that game. That game hasn't asked me for one dime. It's just-
You've gotten 2 other games from me too from being subbed. You got that
I did.
you got that Mutant Year Zero game.
Yep, Mutant Year Zero,
And you got Serial Cleaner.
Serial Cleaner. Oh, actually, I got another one too. I got One Piece, Burning Blood. Remember, I got One Piece, Burning
Oh, yeah,
Blood
yeah.
as well. Yeah. Terry hooked me up with
Yeah,
games.
it pays to be a
Terry
sub
got
to my channel,
games.
guys.
Please.
I need to start
I'll
selling.
be back out.
All right. So yeah. That's what I've been getting into. I've been really fucking busy. I've been trying to get our new song done for the show. Our new intro will have lyrics.
Nice.
I commissioned Rico Rich.
Ooh.
If you in our Facebook room, I allowed him. I know we usually don't, but I allowed him to kind of promote some of his music in our room. So if you've seen a post for Rico Rich, I told him that it's okay if he posted because he's a gamer himself, huge gamer. He's a big fan of the show. Even when I approached him about it, he was like super hype and like fuck it. He didn't want no money or anything. He just wants to be like, just kind of like have his stamp on what we do. So that's fucking dope. I love when people.
Awesome.
I love when people love what we do, and I love what he does too. He's a trap style rapper, but I told him, I said, look, I want you to hit me with them game bars. I said you can mix trap with it, but I want you to kind of associate it with like Mortal Kombat and all that shit. And he was pretty hype about it, so it should be fucking dope. He has our name in the song, the platform, and his lyrics. And it's gonna be kind of hardcore, but it's gonna be pretty dope too.
David, you gotta mute. If you're doing
David's
all
washing the
right now,
fucking dishes.
I hear him.
I hear him.
He just muted. He's like,
That shit got muted quick to the motherfucker. Okay. All right. Did I miss anybody? I think I got everybody. All right. So let's get right into it. We are talking EA. We are talking probably one of the most frustrating topics I've ever tried to talk about. Like it was hard for me even on Friday to kind of just talk about it because you know how these
Absolutely
you know how these companies do. You know how they try to fuck you. You know, we talk about it all the time. We talk about microtransactions. We talk about the good, the bad, the ugly. We talk about some things are pointless. We shouldn't even worry about it. We also talk about, well, damn, this shit is super intrusive. I mean, let's go back to Big Mike's comment when you talk about gacha games. When you talk about that effort of always trying to push to get your fucking money outside of what you already have. That was the notion that EA and Epic Games, actually it was EA and Epic Games, they were in the UK, they were in court, actually. They were in court about the loot boxes. I know you guys are familiar throughout, I would say the last month or so, there's this news buzz about these legislators who are trying to make like loot boxes illegal or make it harder to do loot boxes in games. Well, this is that first step. This was that first kind of like true court appearance for some of these major offenders. And it's amazing that they chose EA because literally you ask any gamer out there, and if you ask them, what is the most sleaziest fucking gaming company out there? They'll say EA first. You might hear Activision a little bit, and then you might hear Konami, but I think EA is like numero uno when it comes to the bullshit. So I got a little video here I'm going to pull up for everybody. And the words that this fucking person uttered about what a loot box is. So that to set it up, one of the legislators there, he was asking about the practices of what loot boxes are. Like, is it an ethical thing? He asked the representative, she looks like a fucking puddle, but she's one of the representatives for EA. And she's basically giving her take on what a loot box is. So let me pull that up for everybody here so they can
Real quick, is this on the federal level or they doing state level?
This will be federally regulated. So this is big boy shit. Yeah, this is big boy level.
Good. I was going to say, because, state level is...
State level is like whatever, but this is big boy level. This is gigantic level.
Okay, cool.
This is, so I'm going to blow it up for everybody here. And then,
first, I want to comment on the really, really crappy, wall piece they got in there.
You see that? That shit is like,
I would go into that. I would go into that. I would go into that office, and I'd be like, "What the hell?" Like, let's just slap some different paint colors in a row. What is that? It's.
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
The fuck?
I can't take it seriously at all. It's like
now,
they went to like the local community college and they're like, "Yo, just whip something up. We need something on the wall."
That's true. That is like, that's shit art. But I guess they felt like shit. This is a boring ass place.
It's like they're like, we don't know what color to paint the office. Give us some color samples, and then they just made that the wall.
Oh shit! Yeah, they did, didn't they? Y'all need Property Brothers or something. Y'all need to watch HGTV. God damn, that's terrible. But okay, so here it is. This is the guy. He is. Let me show you where he's at. He's right here in this right corner here with this kind of like tan suit. He's gonna ask her, which she's right here, and he's gonna ask her about loot boxes, and this was her response.
You may not believe you have you may not have a legal duty of care. I think you'd agree that a company like yourselves should have a code of ethics. And we've heard a lot of evidence in this committee from Dr. David Zendel, among others, that loot boxes are closely linked to problem gambling, particularly among adolescents. Can I ask you, both companies, do you consider loot boxes to be an ethical feature of your games? Kerry?
Well, first, we don't call them loot boxes. I think that was
whatever term you wish to apply to them. Do you consider them ethical?
So what we look at as surprise mechanics, but I think it's
Okay, so here let me. The funny thing
Fucking
about
disgusting.
It when she said surprise mechanics, you can literally hear the dude laugh because he could not fuck.
It's fucking disgusting.
He couldn't fucking. Let me play it for you. I'm gonna play it for you one more time.
important to look at
Let's
this.
play it for you one more time, so you can actually hear it.
David Zendel, among others, that loot boxes are closely linked to problem gambling, particularly among adolescents. Can I ask you, both companies, do you consider loot boxes to be an ethical feature of your games? Kerry?
Don't all speak up at once.
Well, first, we don't call them loot boxes. I think that was
Whatever term you wish to apply to them, do
so
you consider them ethical?
So what we look at as surprise mechanics.
Oh my God.
He's like,
What? This lady who literally looks like sadness personified. This lady right here says that EA doesn't call them loot boxes; they're called surprise mechanics. All right.
I mean, they're the best.
They're stretching so hard they're gonna have a cramp. All right.
Terry. Look how I want to go back one more time. Look how much
They have never referred to them as surprise mechanics until that moment.
Even when they were talking about what was it, Battlefront? Remember the Star Wars Battlefront? Remember they said no loot boxes.
Look how much pills she had to swallow just to fucking say this. Like literally,
Hey, Danny, can you turn
couldn't
it up a
even
little bit,
believe
the
it.
audio for this?
It's low like this for everybody. It's low.
Loot boxes
Okay.
are closely linked to problem gambling, particularly among adolescents. Can I ask you, both companies, do you consider loot boxes to be an ethical feature of your games? Kerry?
Well, first, we don't call them loot boxes. I think that was
Whatever term you wish to apply to them, do you consider them ethical?
So what we look at as surprise mechanics.
Oh my God.
She couldn't even look him in the fucking eye and say it. She couldn't
smiled
say
when
it.
she
She's
said
not
it.
even answering the question properly because he literally said he didn't ask what they referred to him as. He said, what does for a company, how do you feel about loot boxes with adolescents? And she's like, well, we don't call them that. That's not the goddamn question, woman.
Can you see? Do you see, Terry, how bad this is? Like, this is when you talk about Phil Spencer and we talk about a PR nightmare, right? This is a PR. She literally looks like a PR nightmare. Like it looks like they got her family at gunpoint and they told her that she needs to do this, and if she doesn't say the right shit, they're gonna off her family. That's what the fuck she's
I
looking
mean-
like.
And look at that picture. It almost looks like at that moment, just a little bile just came right up at the top of her throat. She just had to swallow it right back down. I mean, just unreal, man. I mean, but hold on. There's a whole lot in this. Are you going to show the part where Epic Games said, "Oh, we don't want to make money," and the dude said, "What are you talking about?" I can't believe this. He said, "So what are you talking about?" He was like, "You guys make games to make money, right?" And he was like, "Well, Fortnite is free." Well, guess what?
Wait.
People spend thousands of dollars on Fortnite, including me.
Let's prove him wrong real quick.
Money on Fortnite.
Let's go.
If they didn't want to make money, the game would be 100% free with no purchasing available whatsoever with anything bonus.
That's the most lying.
If you don't want to make money.
Okay.
You want to make money. That's why you have the loot boxes in there.
Okay, so let's highlight this. This word right here says Fortnite maker Epic looks to have socked away $3 billion in profit. They made $1.23 million in just a day on iPhone. So this isn't even on PC. They make $1.23 million a day on iPhone. That's with iPhone Fortnite. That's not even.
I mean,
PC
Fortnite does make their money, but again, I'm gonna say we're gonna take a light from Dave.
Why?
Because you buy those V-Bucks for your kids.
He's already lost lives for that.
He's already lost lives.
He can't take He's a full supporter. He's
already had that penalty before.
He said that he gives his kids allowance and they spend it. He doesn't
That's
inadvertently buy it, but he does give them the money.
Correct.
And then all they do instead of buying other shit, they go, "Oh, we're gonna spend all our money."
Every month, he hopes they'll want ice cream, but no, they want.
Correct.
So
Terry, you are so right, Terry.
So I hate to have to do this, David. I hate to have to do this. I love my nephews to death, but Kingston and Landon. I love them to death. Let them know they lost lives
like,
today.
Kids, can we just go to the local DQ this time for once, please?
No, Dad.
Can we just
not, Dad? No,
Dad, I got that new skin right now. I gotta get.
Well, listen, Matt. Now we're not saying that there's issues with the transactions themselves, Matt. We're saying that the dude from Epic literally said that since Fortnite is free, they don't make money. And that is literally the biggest fucking lie told, other than surprise mechanics. Will that rival that phrase? You know what I'm saying? So we're not saying that.
So,
go ahead.
If I go by EA's logic, if I rob a bank, that's just a surprise withdrawal? Is that what that is?
Oh shit!
If
I kill somebody, it's a surprise funeral. If I, you could go on and on and on. If I launder money, it's a surprise deposit. If I fucking, it's like it goes on and on and on. If I steal somebody's TV, it's a surprise move. You know what I'm saying?
The other thing that kind of irks me a little bit, and people's even mentioned it before, Fortnite is still in beta. It's been in beta for how long?
It's not even released officially. It's not officially released.
It's not officially released.
It's still beta.
The only thing that's
Minecraft though. Minecraft was in beta for years too. So they're pulling Minecraft.
The only thing that's officially released, and it costs you $40 to play it, is Save the World.
You Save the World is it costs money, but the BR
Minecraft did the same shit though. They were in beta for a long time. People were spending money to get servers and shit. Yeah, they did the same thing.
But Fortnite's gonna be in beta for a very, very long time, even more, because they're always bringing new stuff to the game.
They can bring new stuff to the game, get the damn thing out of beta.
But it won't. That's what I'm saying, Gary. It won't. It's always because they're always adding and inventing new stuff to this game.
See,
they can do that without it being in beta, though. That's just called DLC, or or hot patches, or whatever they want to call their little content updates. That doesn't
just
need to be
seems
beta
so
for that.
wrong.
Yes,
'Cause-
but for him to say that they don't make money is literally false. That's
Yeah.
100% lie. That's just them trying to say like we're the good guys. Look, we give games out for free, but you
Yeah,
still
boom,
make
crap.
$3 billion in fucking profit off of just the microtransactions. Granted, the microtransactions do not affect gameplay. Thank God, it does not. It's not a pay to win system, but is it a pay to look good system? Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. The whole point of Fortnite is your look. Can you separate from the rest?
In the dance.
In the dances, and who has the most unique gear set, and that's what people strive for. And you basically you buy that. Now, is Fortnite a loot box type of microtransaction? I don't think they're that, because I don't think there's like random boxes. You actually
No,
just
there's no
They
random
don't roll, right? You
Right,
like
right.
You
you're
just-
literally like, oh, I want this skin.
I want
so I'm
this
buying
skin.
this,
I
you
want
get
this
that, right?
pack.
Yeah.
They got the packs. You buy this pack. You
Yeah.
get that
Right.
pack.
You get what
So-
you see.
or you can buy V-Bucks,
Not a
like you can
surprise
buy-
mechanic. It's not
right.
a surprise mechanic at all for Fortnite because you're
But-
literally like, oh, I want that skin. I'm buying it right now.
But fucking EA's games got
Overwatch,
surprise
I guess, would be a
mechanics.
surprise mechanic.
Yeah,
Surprise
Overwatch-
mechanics, and look at fucking what you call it? What's that new BR game that came out? The one that's on Origin. It's like free. Everybody loved it and shit.
Atlas or whatever the hell it's called.
No,
Not Atlas.
no,
Apex. Apex, whatever.
So,
yeah.
so Apex Legends, right? Free to play. They got surprise mechanics where you can hit a box and it'll drop down and it'll open up a random item.
Well,
You
I
can either
mean-
get rare. That's what they're referencing.
That's EA though. That Apex is
That-
part of EA.
Yeah, Apex is EA, so EA is 100% in.
They're all about that, surprise, motherfucker. Here's your surprise.
I was just gonna say that meme.
Surprise,
Surprise,
motherfucker!
motherfucker.
Oh, you thought you were gonna get this awesome skin? Guess what? You got a shitty sticker. Ha ha ha! Make your money.
It's just interesting how confident, that she was willing to say it, even though looks like when she actually regurgitated those words, she kind of fucking was like disgusted with her own well-being. She still put it
You know what
out
I
there.
think, Danny?
She still was like, that's what it is, a surprise. We call it surprise.
She's literally put on the spot where she has to say certain things to appease the company. She
got
don't
the
believe
best.
any of that shit she's selling.
I bet before that they're like they're in a huddle. Okay, what should we call this instead of loot boxes? Surprise mechanics. Oh, that's a good one. Let's go with that one.
But it's like, yeah, and it's like
Surprise mechanic that you have to pay for.
When you think of mechanics, you
Go
think
ahead,
of
Danny.
like you
Danny.
think like
Go ahead. Take EA's life on this surprise mechanic thing.
Take
For me,
EA's
a
life.
mechanic mechanic is
I got
playing
you.
a game and all of a sudden a bug shows up.
Okay, I'm with you. The surprise mechanic is with you.
The surprise mechanic is, you're playing your game and your character falls to the goddamn ground. That's a surprise mechanic.
Right. And she put the word surprise in it, like it's like surprise, like it's not that. It's a self-loathing click or a self-loathing button press when you hit buy, and then that box drops down, it spins, it opens up, and then all you get is fucking. I could not believe.
But hold on, but check this out, Danny. There was another part of it too that was horrible. So the guy from the Parliament asked the Epic Games guy. He was like, "Hey, on average, like, what's the average player for your game?" And the dude was like, "We don't share average player statistics because it's a well-guarded secret that we don't share that type of internal info." And the dude was like, "Wait a minute. We had a whole bunch of game companies tell us what is just their average player. He was like, is it 3 months, 6 months? Is it 30 days? What's your average player?" And he was like, "I can't say what the average player is." I'm like, dude, you can say that. You can say it.
They used to say it.
It's not like
Just
coveted
a quick
information.
comment. Dave said Parliament. Are we in the UK right now?
Yes, it's in the
Yeah,
UK.
they're in the UK.
They're in the UK.
Yeah.
That's
Are
where
they
the
in
court
the
took
UK?
place. Yeah, they took.
It was in the UK.
You
Yes.
said
They're not-
federal. That's
No. We got legislation here federally
Yep.
that we're drafting, and this is the stepping
Yeah.
stone. They're starting in the UK first, and then they'll have courts here in the US. That's what I'm saying. It's a
Yep.
it's
This
a
was in the
big thing.
House of
It's not a
Commons,
it's
I
not
think.
a it's not a state issue. Federal courts are ready to hear. We're still gearing up here.
So but we're waiting to see what the UK
Parliament
says.
does. Right. Yes. Yes.
Why?
Because they already
Right.
have laws. They already
Like you
have
said.
They already have laws on the books about gambling, and they're trying to apply that same notion to games. See, right now that's still a
But why
mushy
do we need to
subject.
wait on the UK? We can just do our
I
own
don't know.
thing.
I have no
We
idea.
don't need to wait on them to figure their shit out.
Call your congressman.
Okay.
I have no idea. You know what I'm saying? I don't
That's
know why
stupid.
they're waiting. I don't know why
Welcome
they're
back,
waiting,
button.
Thank you.
but they're waiting nonetheless, and I guess they want to see how hard they want to hit, because if they do say, you know what, I think they are, especially after this hearing, because it was such a it was an idiot moment, you know.
EJ says, I'm surprised they didn't leave it with glitches and bugs.
Exactly. Nickel and Diamond is still bad. I totally agree, EJ, 100%. Even if it doesn't affect gameplay, I feel like it's not as an atrocity as gameplay affecting microtransactions, but I think just having that notion that you bought a game and you still can't get everything for it unless you pay additional. I think that notion right there is what's so sour. But you know, with the loot boxes with EA, this is a known thing. This is EA makes a game. They build the game around people paying additional microtransactions, which in turn either addicts the children get addicted, or when adults try to play it, they don't get, you know, the full game. They feel cheated. They feel like something's missing. They feel like I can't get the full game like I thought I was getting unless I pay an extra 30, extra 40, extra 100, extra $200 for the game. So I think this is where, and a lot of those people in the UK, especially in that parliament room, said they play like FIFA, and they said they realized that they have to do those fucking cards, and they, you know, you put another $10 in, you open up 10 cards, and you get nothing. You get duplicates and randoms and nothing that you really want. You know, and I think they're kind of like, wow, this is gambling. I mean, it's just like pulling the fucking lever down on a slot machine. If you pull it down,
Are we talking about EA and their controversy with that bullshit when they had the hearing?
Well, yeah. We just played the clip from it.
I want the stuff to, you know, go so that way, you know, they can't do it, but not so much because of EA, mostly because I just want to stick it to Korea. All right.
Well, Korea is the worst of it.
Korea is the worst when it comes to, you know, loot boxes and gotcha stuff. Like every game they make, and most of the games that they send our way are freaking MMOs, and they're all fucking pay to win bullshit.
You know what's funny? You said that because you look at
screw you, Korea. You're about to get fucked.
you look at Elder Scrolls Blades. Since you said Korea, you know they partnered with a Korean company for Elder Scrolls Blades. And when you look at Elder Scrolls Blades, it is so fucking gotcha. Not only do you have to wait, you have to wait to open
like
chests.
the king. Korea's the king of fucking loot box bullshit.
Look, boy came out on stage and said that this was one of the definitive Elder Scrolls experiences.
They both do that crap.
China?
Look,
China.
Boy came out on stage.
China just likes to copy our shit, give it a different name, and then make us spend a whole bunch on freaking.
Look, old boy came out on stage and literally said that Elder Scrolls Online, Elder Scrolls Blades,
Michael, no.
China's the freaking plagiarism capital of the world, man.
Okay, so he came out on stage. He said Elder Scrolls Blades was a definitive experience for Elder Scrolls. So when Elder Scrolls Blades came out, everybody realized this is not the definitive version because first of all, you can't open chests. If you find a chest in the world, there's a time period. There's a time stamp on it. You have to wait like 30 minutes or an hour or 2 days to open a chest, and or you can do Korea's side and pay money for jewels. Jewels in turn can open up chests easier. Not only that, you can buy items that does affect gameplay. Literally swords, fucking shields, armor. Like literally, it's a pay to win system.
If there was in-game currency, it would have been so much easier and increase
it does have in-game currency. That's the weird thing. It does have in-game currency.
Well, I'm talking about more of a convert. If they took out the loot boxes period and increased the like the rate, or put more focus into the longevity of the game, then it would have been so much better.
Platinum, you're talking like they care. You sound like somebody who cares about the consumer. Of course, of course, if they cared, the game would be just like you said. It would be an amazing experience that we'll be talking about on the show. But instead, we're loathing it. It's a terrible fucking sale.
They're all in the business of making money, and loot boxes make them lots of money.
You saw that shit.
Lots of money.
You saw that, like, what they say, Candy Crush. Because they quoted Candy Crush. Candy Crush makes $48 million a day. And Candy Crush, they said that is one of the biggest money makers. They said because it's
mobile games are like the top when it comes to all those transactions, man.
I'm sorry, $4.82 million, not 48.
I remember when I worked at the hospital. I'm sure you remember this too, Brain. I remember when I worked at the hospital. Candy Crush was a huge thing at the hospital.
It still is.
When I worked at like third shift, I mean, it was huge. We had these nurses that sit behind desks until the next patient would come into the ER to get checked. They'd sit there and spend like $5 to $10 a night on Candy Crush, just dropping, so they can get the next thing or get to the next level. I'm like, Jesus!
And
it's like,
and they're still doing it. They're still doing it.
And you know who we have to thank for freaking this bullshit? Fucking
Big
Sweden.
Mike.
Fucking Sweden. It's their fault. All right.
But
The Swiss created Candy Crush and created all this bullshit with mobile games. So the Swiss, fuck you guys.
Now look at Pokemon Go. Look how much money Pokemon Go is making.
Pokemon Go makes but they also sell. Here's weird about Pokemon Go. Not only do they have like they don't really have loot boxes, but they have the hella microtransactions. Pay for this. They have the gotcha stuff. But not only that, since net neutrality is dead, they literally make millions off of our information. Like everywhere we walk, everywhere. And there was a I should pull that. Yeah, if you boot up Pokemon Go, right, and you walk, let's say you walk like a mile. That mile walk, not only will they get the data from your walk, they will get your vicinity, your location. They will sell information.
Of course, because you gotta allow them to do that.
All these big major mobile games,
they're not access to your phone.
They're not even American. So we got the Swedes for Candy Crush. We got Japan for the Pokemon.
Japan, Korea.
Korea. It's like these other countries are just. They're the ones nickel and diming us. It's like it's literally
Bethesda is now though. Officially, Bethesda is,
and they're French.
Oh, that's right. They are. Fuck.
Now they come.
It's not the Americans fucking us over. It's literally the rest of the world fucking us over.
We're paying. We're paying.
We're supporting these other countries right now with all these fucking microtransactions.
Let's take one away from
now. They just came out with a Harry Potter Go.
I saw that Harry Potter.
They just came out with the.
This is the microtransaction loot box society that we live in right now, and they're trying to curb that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that the UK is stepping up. What I do have some reservations though, because some of those laws they have, especially the ones they're trying to draft in the US, they also include adult or like mature content. And see, I don't like that. I get the loot boxes, but don't pile that in with, let's say, blood when you shoot somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like in game, like don't try to box those two together, because one, you can be addicted to loot boxes, but I don't think I've heard anybody addicted to killing. But maybe, I don't know. But like, I don't think those two correlate in the same type of addiction. You know what I'm saying? You can have an addiction to
well, serial killers are addicted to killing. Serial killers kill for the kill.
Okay, but they're not playing Call of Duty.
That's true.
EJ,
I was just trying to make a joke.
I got you, David.
EJ said you got to thank capitalism, and you got to thank the Americans' help with this as well, sadly.
Oh, for sure, because we pay. We pay. We put billions and billions and billions of dollars.
We're the idiots that keep opening the wallet.
We're the derps. that are doing
The
this.
derps.
Welcome to the derps. Derp. Like we're derp as fuck right now with it, and and I can't even like Terry said, I can't even just blame them. I mean, they have a heavy blame on it because they're taking full advantage. But America, y'all study opening your wallets for this. Look at EA. Look how they thought. Look how they think of us. Look at EA. They literally said surprise mechanics. They think we literally have one brain cell.
That was
smooth
funny.
Brain with tongue hanging out and just drooling dumb. Like,
that was funny the way they worded that.
It was
They
funny.
They was
don't call them
lying
bots.
straight out of their teeth.
We call them surprise.
Yeah.
I've never once.
We
like
need
Terry
to
said,
stop giving money to the Koreans for freaking PUBG, fucking Japan for their Pokemon and all their other bullshit. We got the Swedes over here with their goddamn Candy Crush. But that's not over here. Stop. We gotta stop. We gotta stop.
Daddy, did you register for the new Dr. Mario?
it just blows my mind. I saw the Dr. Mario. The Dr. Mario is going to be on iOS. It's going to be gotcha. I know it is.
Yes. Did you register though?
Yes, I did. I did.
You weren't dancing around here.
I did.
He doesn't get me gotcha, and then he registered for it.
But I'm not gonna fucking listen. I'm not gonna say. Right.
There you go, Platinum. I helped you, Platinum.
I think I said, Mike.
Did you lose a life?
I think I said that Danny will get this game.
You told me in private message, like, yo, Danny's getting this game, Mike.
Damn, see?
Anyway.
Damn, what happened to you, bro?
Danny's like, yo, sign
What happened to you,
my money.
bro? You thought you was a god till you start bleeding.
Listen. I didn't say I was gonna spend any money. I just want to play it and see for what it is. Once they ask for cash, once they say, "Hey, in order to get if you want the blue pill or the red pill is $50," well, guess what? It ain't going down, and it will be uninstalled.
Here's $10. Here's $10. That's all.
No, if he's in the bathroom and he's like, you have to spend money here, and you're like, I gotta do it. Spend the money.
I'm not spending the money. I don't spend money on mobile games. I'm not spending the money.
You usually spend about $10 on your gotcha games.
I don't. I never spend money on gotcha games. You know what I do? I milk the ad system.
That's not true. That's not true.
I just watch the ads.
That's not true, Danny.
I remember you spending money on Crossout, which is a gotcha game.
But Crossout is no. Crossout had DLC. They had microtransactions, and it was a PC game. It was not a gotcha game. It was a buy more credits.
You spent money to get their.
Okay, but I already lost lives on that. I already got exposed on that. Terry,
they got
fuck
you, man.
Fuck you, Terry. I already got exposed for that. We already had that special. We already admitted to it.
I know we did, but you're over here trying to act like you've never been guilty.
I said I'm not going to spend money on that.
You're guilty.
Okay. I spent money. All right. I spent money on Crossout. All right. Listen. I spent money on Crossout. All right. I spent money on Crossout. I spent
exposure right now.
It was a free to play game. I spent $10 to get the credits. I got the credits. I got what I needed. That was it. I wasn't like I was every week spending money.
To make a better car because
I wanted better parts. So yes, I did.
So they got you.
All right, Terry. All right, but I admitted this. This is a non-issue. This is a rehash. This is a remake. This is an RE7 remake.
It's a double. He's gonna pay to win, and his ass still lost.
Hey, Danny, I got a song for you. I got a song for you. Everybody plays the fool sometimes. There's no exceptions to the rules. You already know what's that name.
David, that song was beautiful. I got something for you.
I'm not gonna take your life. I'm not gonna take your life on cross up, but I mean, you go ahead and push that button for me. Why the fuck you lying? Because Dan just called you out.
Why the fuck you lying?
Alright, okay.
How many lives you got now, Danny?
Oh my god.
I got 2 lives. What the fuck?
2 it is.
Ooh.
All right, guys, that's the show. Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah, I was shut up for the rest of the podcast and just said, "All right, guys, fuck this."
I am.
You turned his camera off, baby. You just turned his camera off.
Yeah, fuck y'all, man. Listen, y'all not gonna keep taking my lives for old shit. Y'all not gonna take my lives for old shit. That I admitted it. I admitted it on the show. I actually lost lives for it before. I'm not gonna lose lives for it
Man,
again.
you sound quite soft right now.
I refuse to.
I smell that salt right now.
Yeah, he's sorry now.
If y'all got some motherfucking popcorn, I got the goddamn salt. Goddamn
You
it.
want some water, Danny?
I got water.
Hold on, who got the grenade? Who got the
Here,
grenade?
Danny.
I got the grenade today.
Danny.
No, you don't.
His
I
hands
do.
are shaking. His hands are shaking so much he might drop it on himself.
Yeah.
Yes, I have the grenade today, so shut the fuck up, Platinum.
Hold on. Hey, you played me last time, and look what happened. That didn't mean shit to me, homie. You was damn near dead.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's get Platinum in danger. Platinum's in danger officially. He's officially in danger. Yeah. I turn into Shao Kahn today.
If you're Shao Kahn, bitch, I'm Shang Tsung.
I'm gonna do you one better. I'm Randy Pitchford. Motherfucker.
That's something I would admit.
Okay, that's scumbag.
Yeah, I'm scummy right now. I'm scummy dude. You know what I'm
Yo,
saying?
can we?
Hold on.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Platinum.
Platinum. Why not? I'll offer up 2 of my lives. I'll offer up 2 of my lives who can make that happen.
Platinum. Platinum.
Danny.
Platinum.
Yo. How much life does it take? Hold on, it takes 4?
5.
You got 1 life left.
It
No, I
takes
took
5.
1 life. I took 1 life from him already. He's dead.
So now you're
Platinum.
dead, yeah.
Platinum is
A grenade is 5 lives.
Yeah. He's dead. Platinum is dead.
How? How? That's not justified. That
I'm just bullshitting. But you do got 5 lives. Platinum. I'm just bullshitting, but you do got 5 lives, sir. I'm just letting you know. You have 5 lives. And the grenade will end you. Just keep that in mind, all right?
See that salty ass shit, man? That's
I am not worried.
Oh, you're not worried?
Either you die, Danny. It's either you lose all your lives, or are you just gonna cheat your way to make lose all my lives? Right. Either way, at the end, I'm still win. At the end, I'm still win.
That's messed up.
Platinum
That's
has
dirty
2.
pool.
All right. What's up, Lamont? What up? Folks is in danger up in this bitch. You know what, Lamont? I'm gonna do you one better. I should give the grenade to Lamont since he's always in. Lamont, if you can guess what my favorite game is of all time, I'll give you the grenade for this week.
Oh,
If you can guess what my favorite game is of all time.
come on, guess right.
If you guess right, you'll have the grenade. If not, it'll revert back to me by default.
Hold on,
That's a straight magic move.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that is like.
Did I not tell you, Dave? Here we go with the new rules.
I mean, dang, those rules are like out of Game of Thrones up in this piece.
Oh, Lamont, you trying
Game
to
of
be funny?
Thrones.
You said my favorite game is My Little Pony. I got something for you, bro.
It's got
I threw a grenade EX at him. That has a 6 life
God.
attached to it. He
that's
instantly
got to
lost.
be the that's probably got to be the new gotcha game he's playing.
Oh, here we go. Fuck you.
Exactly, exposed.
Is it the Witcher 3 Witcher series? Nope. But I love The Witcher, though. I 100% love The Witcher. I said best game I've ever played. Like my favorite game I've ever played. Not favorite RPG. That is one of my favorite RPGs, but you're close. You're kind of in that
Well, we turn your
vicinity.
hand back on there,
Okay,
Danny.
ask him the same question for me. What's my favorite genre of gaming? Like that. If he guesses right,
If he guesses right, you lose a life.
no,
Damn.
no.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Damn.
If he
Why
guesses,
would the-
if he
It's
guesses
like
wrong,
blood for blood, like right now.
if he guesses wrong, you live to fight another day.
Hold on, he's like Vince McMahon right now. It's like
Yes.
what the fuck?
Wild card rule. No, all right. Okay, next up.
Next topic.
It says fighting for platinum.
Oh shit, fighting games. For platinum, is that his favorite? Platinum, is that your favorite fight? Is
That's
your favorite
one of my
game?
favorites.
It is. All right, there we go. Platinum has 1 life.
I should have said no.
Yeah, he literally took the life from himself. So Platinum
Who
has
was
1
he
life
challenging though? Who was the challenge
Lamont.
directed toward?
I
Then
said
you
to
can't take that life because Alucard said that.
What?
Lamont said RPGs, which I'm pretty sure is dead wrong.
Ah.
Yeah,
I'll give it back
Alucard
to
said,
you. I'll give
okay.
it back to you.
Yeah,
And I'll
Alucard
take-
said
and I'll take one for me. Fuck it, I'll take it. God damn.
Oh, he has 1 life.
Damn, you got the 1 life.
Oh.
Man, I'm about to
I think
end
you
this
should
stream,
lose
man.
a life right now, there, Terry. There you go. He just turned the camera off. That's what I'm saying. He turned the camera off.
I'm about to end this stream, man. Thank you guys for coming.
No, we got more topics. We got more topics.
Here, you want to talk about Randy Pitchford, Tiffy's boobs?
I'm just gonna be quiet. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. Okay, Randy Pitchford. Let's talk about Shao Kahn. I know I said I was Randy Pitchford, but let's talk about the proverbial Shao Kahn. So Randy Pitchford, he is the head of Gearbox Games, of course. Borderlands 3, all that dope ass shit is about to come out, but he
September.
can't. Yeah, he can't seem to stay out of the negative spotlight. He has the good part, which is Borderlands 3. People are loving it. But that negative part, that part where he has his own evil fucking shit that he does behind the scenes. So, there's 2 things that Randy Pitchford did. I'll explain the first one. And it's kind of serious. Actually, it's really serious. He's been accused of diverting funds from Gearbox into his own personal company. So he made a ton of money off of Borderlands 2. So much money that he could have paid like literally everybody $1 million bonus, right? But instead, I think he siphoned like what, 28 or 30 million dollars from the top of Gearbox Games and pitching it into just his own personal endeavors.
That's just not right.
What do you
about that
guys think
magic
about
thing,
that? Like does that?
No.
Shady. And
Does
it's
that
probably
deter you?
why
He should go.
they didn't really have that much content
Something's in
for
my eye, I'll be right
added content for those games. He just kept giving
Yeah.
us freaking shift codes. You dick.
Yeah, I think he should be let go.
I
Just
could-
let go.
Well, he's
He
the
ain't gonna be
main
like,
dude.
he's the president. Yeah, he's like the
he's the main
president
dude.
of
He can still be
Yeah,
let
but-
go.
He can be
Yeah.
voted out by
Yeah.
investors. Investors can
Yeah,
vote
you have to
for
be
him.
voted out, but I mean, he just can't-
CEOs of like founders of companies have gotten like voted out of their own
Right.
fucking company. It's happened.
Yeah, I mean, like Danny said, the investors have to vote him out.
The board can kick his ass out.
Yeah,
if
the
they
board
feel
can
that
kick him the
he's-
fuck out.
Yeah. Just because you own a company don't mean you're safe, man.
True.
But you know what? I feel like as scummy as if that's true, if that's a scummy move, I wouldn't put it past that he's paying some of his board members under the table with the shit. You know,
Right.
why
No.
not? You know, why not? Why not toughen up
Hush
their
money.
stipends? You know
Hush
what I'm
money.
saying? Yeah, hush money. It's like, okay, let this shit happen, and don't try to put the other investors, on or let them be aware of what's going on. And while we do that, you can get this $1 million stipend or $4 million stipend that we'll send to you.
Here's that $500,000 bonus.
Yeah, either kick his ass out or be like, you got to pay us that all back within so much time, or your ass is out.
Yeah.
That is such a fucked up situation for Randy to be in. It's like, dude, really, man? You really skimmed instead of caring about your people who are working 60, 50, 60, 70 hours a week trying to get fucking Borderlands 3 out the fucking door. Instead of giving them their bonuses and what they worked hard for, you skimmed off the top. You literally robbed them of their heart. You robbed them financially from their hard work, and you're pitching it into your own personal businesses that have nothing to do with what they have a say in. I think that is pitiful, man. That is terrible.
It was pitiful and dirty and scummy. But
Yeah.
my biggest thing is, what he did to the voice actor for Claptrap. And
and I got that video too. Let me pull that up.
That shit.
Here.
I don't think nobody should play Borderlands 3 because what he did.
That
My concerns reached a.
That's just how I feel.
I know. I think I'm with you, Mike. I think I'm with you.
The voice actor for Claptrap and for Reese.
Well, I mean, listen to this though, Terry. I don't know if you listened to this clip.
This
clip and I know you played. I know you played the latest DLC for Borderlands 2 that they just released. I don't know if you remember. I don't know if you remember what.
Something they're gonna explain what it really was too, and when you hear this,
right,
you're gonna be like, wow, that is the pettiest most bullshit I've ever heard in my life. When you hear this shit, so let me play this out for everybody here. So
this shit sounded petty as fuck.
It made me mad.
Concerns reached.
Yeah, this shit is fucked up. So let me turn this up for everybody, and here we go.
My concerns reached a new level over the weekend as my wife and I played through that new free DLC that's supposed to bridge Borderlands 2 and 3. It started when I ran into Claptrap with his new voice. That's fine. I understand that guy no longer works at the company. Where it got shady is that the mission you do for Claptrap, called Kleptocurrency, centers around him trying to accrue a ton of cryptocurrency in an illegal way and ultimately stabbing people in the back. Once this goes terribly wrong, Claptrap ends the mission by saying something along the lines of, "Oh, my plan to get this money failed. Now I have to go back to my former employer on my knees and beg for my job back."
Wow.
Ooh. It seemed like more than a coincidence. I don't know the extent of the issues between Randy Pitchford, Gearbox, and former employee Dave Eddings, so I won't take sides. However, I do think it's a little shitty to make a mission that appears to be a very pointed message. Am I crazy?
Wow.
What do you think, Gary?
So Randy Pitchford basically programmed a mission in the game mocking the voice of Claptrap. So basically made a whole mission that he's like on his knees begging for his job because, the whole story behind that was the dude who originally voiced Claptrap didn't get paid. He did it pro bono. It was just something that he loved doing, but they made this tons of money. So here we come, Borderlands 3. He asked to be paid. He's like, hey, I want to come back as Claptrap, but just include me in the funds now. Well, they told him he didn't need his services since now he wanted to be paid. The killer thing about it is they hired someone else and they paid them.
Yeah.
So it's like a whole fucked up situation and petty shit. And then when he went to court, I think it's still in court right now. But he went to court to try to recover some of those funds. And Randy Pitchford is mad than a bitch. He was pissed about it the whole fucking time. And so now he basically programmed in the game some petty shit about the voice actor. So what do you guys think about that? Terry?
It's dirty. I mean what he did's already dirty, but you don't need to, make it public and put it in your game either and, put more attention on it. That's just even scummier. That's just wrong.
It's like he piled on the pettiness. It was like, what's the point of that? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck was the point of that?
Yeah, this is really screwy. Like I don't like it. That's just it shows the kind of character that he does that he has.
Right.
And the thing is, everybody knows this shit about, because he's been in the news for over like a year already now doing scummy shit, but people are still gonna buy Borderlands 3 and pay him. That's the sad thing.
That's true.
The fans, despite the fact that fans know that he's being a complete dick and greedy asshole, people are still gonna buy his game and pay him anyway.
I will wait till it's like a barter bin if I buy it. I ain't gonna give him this full.
I'm contemplating myself. I'm kind of going with my own kind of moral thing right now because I really.
I mean, you were even salty there. No, I wouldn't say salty. You were even upset somewhat there, Terry, when the person wanted to come back as the voice of Reese, and they told him no.
He wanted to do it, and they didn't even ask him. They just casted somebody else, and then he's like, "Yo, I would have done it." And then they
tried to say that he wasn't available. Remember, they tried to say they reached out to him.
He made a bullshit post on there, and then the voice actor called him out like, "No, that never fucking happened. Get your facts straight, man." He's a dirty, freaking scummy piece of shit, and it's sad, and unfortunately, like I said, the fans are still gonna buy his fucking game. They're not gonna be like, you know what, fuck you, Pitchford, I'm not buying Borderlands 3, which is what they should do. But no, they're not. They're gonna want their game, so they're like, okay, well, I don't like you, but I'm still gonna support you. Is what's gonna happen. And
it's just, I'm having a moral battle right now with myself because I really want Borderlands 3. I'm fucking hyped as shit for it. But can I support that shit? Like,
people refuse. People refuse to buy games that EA does when they do scummy shit.
Right.
So they should be no different when it comes to Borderlands 3, because this is even worse. Yep. In my opinion, this is way worse than anything EA has done.
Said.
So
because they went personal. EA just the same bullshit.
People need to hold the same standard. All right? If you're going to refuse to buy EA games for certain reasons, Gearbox or Gearsoft or whatever, they fucking did this way worse. So you got to keep that same fucking standard. You can't just change your principles because you happen to be a fan of a goddamn franchise.
Right. Let's have that same energy with motherfucking Gearbox. But I'm having trouble with that. Like I'm honestly like, damn, should I still get fucking Borderlands? Like I'm thinking about that and Star Wars. After that fucking fiasco in the UK with EA, I'm like, damn, man, I really want Star Wars. I really want Borderlands 3. But should I honestly support it? Like, should I just not get that shit? Should I say fuck it? Should I get it by other means? Like, maybe I should just.
I was thinking about taking my reserve.
If I get it, I'm probably gonna rent it or something, so that way they get no money. Fuck them.
For which one?
I'll play it in a way to where they get no money. Whether it's renting it or waiting until it's like super freaking free for gold. Every Borderlands game at some point becomes free for gold.
It does, and I think it's.
Maybe that's what I'll just do. Terry's got a point. I'll just wait until it's either on Xbox Live free for gold or the PlayStation Plus.
Like, man.
Well, David, what did you say about your reserve?
David.
He's still muted.
Oh.
There it is. I hear the light.
This is everybody coming for my neck, but it's just crazy to me, man. I'm just having that personal dilemma, and I just don't know how to deal with it. I don't know if I should, like you guys say, fuck it, and just really wait. It's like
there's other there's other games out there, Danny. You probably want to play.
Yeah, skip Borderlands 3 and get something that's actually worth playing.
I mean, the game's probably going to be good, but I mean, by buying that game, you are saying you were okay with, the shady dealings that were involved. Yeah. You're basically giving them a free pass. You're like, okay, I approve if you buy their product.
I just don't know if I want to give them that free pass. It's like, if I do that...
And we can even call King out, because we already know King is going to be day one on that game.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For sure, 100%. But it's like, is he part of the problem then? Like, would he be considered part of the problem, or is that just his fandom outweighs the bullshit?
The moment you buy into that, you're saying that you are okay with that treatment of the employees and the fact that Pitchford was stealing money from people. The moment you buy his game, you're saying, I'm okay with that because I want my game more. I don't give a shit what happened to these people as long as I get my game. That's what you were saying if you buy Borderlands 3.
Right.
Man, that is some fucked up shit, honestly.
Terry's right.
And I don't want to support that shit. Like that's where I'm at. It's like I just can't.
Then cancel,
support
dude.
that shit.
Cancel.
You know,
I'd cancel it.
Wait for it to become free, because you get gold through your freaking Game Pass. So even on PC, you'll get the gold games. So you can just wait for it to become free for gold, or freaking rent the damn thing. Don't give Pitchford any of your money.
Oh, I think that's what it is, man. I'm gonna have to I got it pre-ordered.
Because I'm probably gonna rent it myself, because I'm like, nah, screw those guys.
I might have to cancel it, because I mean, like, every time I read something on Randy Pitchford and how he does his employees, it's like, on one hand, I don't want to shaft his employees by not getting the game and making.
They're gonna get shafted whether you buy it or not, because he's not gonna fucking pay them. He's not gonna pay them.
God.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can't go in with that mentality. I don't want to shaft them, because even if you buy the game thinking you're helping the employee, you're not, because he's gonna still do the same shady shit.
And he's still gonna skim off the top.
Fuck him over either way.
He's still gonna do it. You're right. Yeah. You're absolutely fucking right.
No, either way, his employees are gonna get fucked over by him. So why help?
And
why help him do it?
He did that petty ass shit too.
He's a prick.
You fuck.
He's a prick.
You really gonna do that, man? You really took polygons and fucking time to develop that bullshit? You fuckhead. Really, man? God,
screw
damn
that
it, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? I honestly thought he was a goodwill gesture too, because it was free DLC for Borderlands 2. It was like new content. So I'm thinking, hell yeah. I'm like, Gearbox.
That DLC wasn't even good. It wasn't even good. It wasn't.
Fucked up. That's fucked up. Honestly.
I didn't like that DLC.
Unleashing the waves.
They had some really good DLC.
I need some Dramamine up in this motherfucker. Whoa.
Borderlands 2 has some really good DLCs.
They usually do. Was trash.
This one was boring, and it was just crap. There was no need for it. You could tell they were just trying to get an extra push to bring people back to their game again. And it was like, it was not needed. They literally could have just had the little bit of story that it had. They could have put in a simple little cutscene at the beginning of 3 to, give us kind of like an intro to 3. It's all they had to do. And it wasn't needed. It really
wasn't needed. And, I felt like it was before I knew all this, I honestly thought it was a goodwill gesture.
I agree with that,
I thought it was like, wow. I was like, wow, they're actually caring. Like they said,
and they made it, and it's free too. So literally, he's like, I'm stealing the money for Borderlands 2. I'm not going to pay my employees, and now we're going to have them make more content.
Now it's free until July 8th. I think.
Yeah. So I was about to say that. Though, Terry. It's only free for a while. Then after
every hardcore Borderlands fan already got it for free.
Got to download it for sure, 100%.
Probably, but there's probably some people out there that haven't.
So it's a further little slap in the face to his employees that he's been shitting on already for that game.
But I'm sure there's people out there who haven't downloaded it. But like Danny said, it's only free for a little while, and after that, it's going to I think like $14.
$14.99. That's like goddamn, really.
Like I said, the vast majority of the fan base already has that. It was free. They're not going to wait. The only people that might buy it are people that might end up getting the game way later, and they're like, "Oh, this is there."
That's such bullshit,
those aren't,
though.
You know what I mean?
It's just
EJ says all rich people are bad. Never trust them.
Borderlands sucks. Your love for the first one is clouding your judgment on 2. Borderlands 2 is straight trash. No, I disagree with that. I like Borderlands 2.
I enjoyed Borderlands 2.
Borderlands 1 was the best one. Borderlands 1, I give you that, was the best one. But Borderlands 2 was damn good. It was damn good. But was it?
I didn't like it.
I enjoyed the commentary in 2. There was a lot of funny moments, but and the gameplay was good.
Gameplay was like
I like 1 better over 2.
1 was I think I had a better overall experience. I give you that. But 3 looks so good, but then it's like clouded with this garbage. It's like this bullshit that Randy Pitchford is straight fucking his employees over, as well as being super petty with former members of his team. It just looks so bad. It looks so fucking terrible.
But Danny, that's the name of the game nowadays is corporate greed, corporate shield, the corporate scum. That's what's being allowed today.
That wasn't corporate greed. That was a greed of one man.
That was actually Randy Pitchford.
That wasn't sanctioned by freaking Gearbox.
That's
okay,
EA. That's EA. EA is the corporate greed. EA is the
one man.
I'm just saying.
One man deciding.
But I'm saying this is what's infected. This is what's infecting all of the companies, though. Is that whether it's a major corporation with thousands of people being scummy, or the guy at the top being scummy. Remember, they always say the fish rots from the head, and that's just true. What it is.
That's true, Dave.
And so the company is he's the face of the company.
But he's fucked over that company, though, so it's not.
That's true. That's true, but that's corporate greed. But that's corporations' greed. That's what it is. Is they fuck over the little man and say "fuck you," and they're the ones who get rich. And that's exactly what this is. It's the same BS and bullshit that's been going on for eons and eons. And I'm glad that people are looking into the shit, but it's just shameful that this shit is still fucking going on.
Well, it's gotten worse because of microtransactions and it goes back to EA. Like you said, if you want to go to the top, like you said, the fish rots at the head. Well, EA literally is the eyeballs and cheeks.
No doubt.
And it's sad that we have to kind of double back to that because it's like, remember they came out when they announced Borderlands 3 and they were like, no loot boxes, no microtransactions. When they came out, and it was like a kind of like a proud moment for Gearbox and Randy Pitchford. And then remember Game Informer came out with that clickbait article about how Randy Pitchford lied about microtransactions, and he really didn't say it. And I was kind of on Randy Pitchford's side for a moment. I was like, well, that was kind of clickbait. She didn't really mean it like that. He meant like there's no fucking loot boxes in there. There's no, surprise mechanics. You know what I'm saying? So I was thinking, I was like, okay, I was kind of on the side. I'm like, yeah, Game Informer could have worded that better. But now that when I really look at who Randy Pitchford is as a whole,
go ahead and do it, Danny.
It's like, god damn, man, really?
Just go ahead and do it, Danny.
What's that?
Take Randy Pitchford's life.
Randy Pitchford's lives? No, he don't even get the dignity. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
He gets.
It's fucking disgusting.
That's what.
Just rent the game. Just rent Borderlands 3. Or wait for it to go free for gold or whatever.
I guess.
Since Dave is back, what were you talking about your pre-orders, Dave? You got cut off.
Oh, I pre-ordered Borderlands. I have it. And I feel shameful that I bought it. That I have it on reserve because I'm debating just like Danny whether I want to remove it because I don't support corporate scumbags. I don't support them whether they're here in America or abroad, and I just don't like fucking corporations that are taking over people and using people and getting people fucking addicted. To me, it's just garbage.
Just cancel it. Just do a rental through GameFly or Redbox or whatever, and just rent it, man.
Yeah, I think I will take your advice.
GameFly still exist?
Yeah, I still use it.
Yeah, you can still use them. Yeah, they're still good. They're still good.
Wow.
No, Dave, I'd wait until it's free.
But Dave,
don't even spend the money. Don't even spend the money, Dave.
Dave, did you get it on PlayStation or PC?
I reserved it at GameStop.
Oh, then you can
you can switch your pre-order.
Yeah, you can switch your pre-order. Switch it to
something else, or just
David, switch it to Final Fantasy VII, or switch it to.
I think I'm gonna switch it to Astro Chain. I think I'm gonna switch it to
There we go. Astro Chain for fucking Switch. Absolutely.
Why not Wolfenstein Young Blood?
Oh, you got about Wolfenstein.
The twins.
And you'll still have money left over because that's only like a $40 game.
Yeah, that's a $40 game, so you'll have money left over.
Holy shit!
Yeah, hell, see, look.
I'm gonna do it that. I'm gonna do that. Fuck that. I'm switching it to Wolfenstein.
Give me a life. Give me a life.
I got you. I got you, Platinum.
Okay.
That's dirty.
All right, yeah, he's got two lives. He's got 2 lives. So he's got
2.
He's got. I got 1 life. Platinum has 1 life now. We both at 1 life right now.
Damn,
that's dirty.
I'm about to do a Harry. I'm about to do a Harry Curie and take both of us out.
You're pulling a Randy Pitchford over here against.
Let's move on to the next topic.
Danny Pitchford. All right. All right. Next up, we are talking about a subject that I love, and that's boobs.
Wow.
Look,
Yeah.
Everybody loves boobs.
Terry loves
Yeah, I
it
think
too.
everyone in this podcast
Wait, is this
agrees.
what I said was going to happen? Because I
Yeah.
totally called it.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Terry was looking at the boobs as well. She was looking at her. She said,
If this is going towards the topic, I think it is. I totally called that shit. I told you they were going to do
You
this.
knew it was going to happen. I think, Terry, you did
told
mention
you.
it.
Yeah,
I
she did.
I
So-
called it out.
So,
I
Tifa.
told you.
Tifa. Final Fantasy VII Remake. Everybody loved what they saw at E3. Thought it was fucking amazing.
Right.
Yes.
But there was one thing that stuck out. Not for us, because we're fucking adults and we don't care about that shit. But for those sweaty Chad ass dudes out there, they really cared. And what that was Tifa. So Tifa in the game, of course, if you remember from old school Final Fantasy or any old school game that had Tifa, she had gigantic fucking titties. Titties unproportionate, like she can't even attack.
You have to remember though too, they had polygons back then, so they, that's what they had to work with.
Right. So
So,
Right.
let me pull this picture up for everybody so they can see the comparisons to Tifa here. So let me show this.
Because
Boom.
PlayStation 1 to PS4 is different graphics. Come on, guys.
I can't believe the sweaty little incel alt-right dudes are getting mad at this. This is
They're
ridiculous.
100% sweaty. 1,000%.
Now,
so this is Tifa, of course. Remake. Titties still pretty great. So, but
she
if you
looks beautiful. Like, I'm not even a fan of Final Fantasy, and the one that they have for the remake, that is a beautiful woman. Like,
it's a great
Yes.
picture of
you
her.
don't need to go freaking, anime out and pull some fucking,
Now-
what was that, dead or alive fucking volleyball bullshit. You don't need to have
Right.
the freaking breasts, so big she can't see her own belly button, okay?
Okay, man.
I mean, look how big these titties are in the top right corner, right?
Now hold on.
It's like, bitch, you are not fighting. Like, there's no way.
You can't battle like that.
Now hold on. I'm not defending the sweaty
Yes,
cats
you
at
are.
all.
You're about to.
No,
Let me
I'm
get ready.
no, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Anytime they say that, that's how you know they defending. When they say,
Get ready
I
to
don't
defend.
mean to be, I don't mean to be
Hear me
rude,
out.
but you know what's up.
Nope, I'm not defending them at all. But
Okay.
what I'm going to say is because we discussed this on Throwdown as well
Okay.
when I was on the podcast with Thursday. What she is wearing is a sports bra, so her titties are the same size. But with the sports bra, they compact them in so that she won't get those
Right, but
black
her
eyes.
titties still look big. Like, she still
Yeah,
has,
so that's what I'm
like,
saying. The titties are
big
fine.
titties.
They're big, but she's just wearing a sports bra so she won't get the black eye.
I mean, if you look at the picture below, shut the fuck up. This motherfucker.
Oh my god. Danny.
What the fuck?
Look at the one picture on the bottom where she kind of, has like the super looks like she has Nintendo eyes.
Yeah.
Freaking that one, she's fucking braless, man. You can tell.
Right.
Right, there's just titties out.
In the old
Right.
version, and also in the old version, if you see the way I'm looking at it, the top left, or not top left, but the top right,
Yeah.
she has
Okay.
no underwear on.
Right.
But if you go to the modern one, they gave her underwear as well.
If you look at the
They
bottom, middle, under
Yeah.
the words,
I mean,
other letters,
this is
1997, you'll see.
We broke
that's
this all
Tifa.
down. We broke this all down on Thursday. Like I said, me, Tony, and Adam Vale, and all of us.
Yeah, because if you look at Tifa, you can see her titties are still big. Like, they're
Right.
still pretty massive.
They're
But she's also has
totally fine.
proper body proportion. Like, she's like has
Yes.
a human body. Like
Right.
she has.
She's a fighter. Like I said on Thursday, she's a fighter like Ronda Rousey. So yes,
Cool.
Oh,
Make a
Jesus
more-
Christ.
Yeah,
Come on,
that's
Mike.
cool.
I did say that. Don't you come on, Mike? She's a mixed martial arts fighter in this game.
Yes, but you
And-
had to throw out her name.
I
but
mean, she is the Ronda
Tina.
Rousey of this game.
Big Mike is fappening.
I don't care.
We know
There's
he's
been
doing.
brawl fighters though before Rousey was even.
I
got
know,
into
but
MMA. So I mean the reference.
That's Mike's girl right there. Don't talk
Exactly.
trash about Mike's girl.
I mean they went super, anime, pervy weeb mode on the old version, and now they're trying to make it more modern and
In the movie, people in the movie on Advent Children were acting the same way. Like, look, oh my God, they gave her breast reduction. She looks totally fine in the Abbott Children movie.
She looks good there. She looks good
You know
here.
what?
Like, she's
Even
beautiful right
if they did give her a breast reduction, who cares? It's not going
Right.
to change her story or her
The only
personality.
people that
It's not going
care-
to change her gameplay. Does the bigger boobs make you do more damage to people? No.
I mean, they might.
Plus, look,
I mean,
plus
they might,
one.
Gary.
Here we go, Big Mike. Plus one titties. Yeah.
You know?
It's like,
I think it's all silly, man. I think the people who are worried about this need to get laid. I mean, in pronto, man.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
I mean, really, I mean, come on. I mean, we should have progressed as a society to not worry about them titties.
The
You're
people
not
that
just
are going to be
thankful.
complaining are the ones that, this was their first sex, model they had when they were young.
Gary's right.
You
I mean,
know, and now
remember-
that they're older, they don't want to see their game crush, turned down like that. It's like,
Right.
you gotta grow up, man.
Can we get the PlayStation 1 model, please? That's what I'm used to.
Right there. You got the
right, but
PlayStation
it's
model.
the PlayStation model right there.
No, I'm saying that's what the guys are saying. It's like, can I get the
Oh.
PlayStation 1 model, please?
It's like, first of
It's
all,
Fuck.
PlayStation 1
It's
model
not
had
like
literally
it's
triangle
unrealistic.
titties. Titties were
It's
triangular.
unrealistic.
If you
All
like
right?
triangle
But
titties,
look at a woman who's super athletic. She's not gonna have huge fucking tits, all right?
Right.
Because her body's fucking toned. Her body is fucking toned, all right?
and they still did it. They still gave her big titties. Like, they still
Yeah.
said, you know what? We'll still make her have some motherfucking massive tits.
She looks
And I
like-
support
yeah, but
it.
you're not gonna
But she
have
looks
that
good,
fucking,
though.
You're not
She
gonna
looks
have
good.
that fucking stereotypical anime porn titty, where it's, where her breasts are bigger than her fucking head. All right, you're not gonna have that bullshit.
It's
They need to just grow up. Just grow up. I mean, she
you have
looks
to say
beautiful.
that.
She looks beautiful. Like,
Exactly.
that's a beautiful woman.
Terry,
I mean, there's no reason to
Danny.
be all upset about her tit size. That's a beautiful woman.
Terry, Danny, you had the same people that said the same thing about Shiva in Mortal Kombat 11, though.
Oh my god! Oh my
But
god!
I fucking called it. As soon as they showed Tifa at E3, I said all the fucking people are gonna come out bitching about her tit size. I
You
fucking
did.
said that.
You did it.
And they did. I
They
called that
absolutely
shit. 'Cause
did.
I know,
They
I know
fucking
how these
100%
fucking people
did.
are, man.
Because you know them incels, like David said, it's them incel dudes. It's the ones that blame women for them not being fucked. And it's like, you know what, dude? Maybe if you just fucking grew a pair, you can get some pussy. Like, honestly, I don't understand. It's like, dude, if you're this upset about some digital titties, I wonder how pissed you would be with real titties. You know, like if a woman she takes the
straight
top
up and
off
say
and,
Who's the big guy in this game? I don't know character names. The big guy.
Garrus, I think that's his name, right?
Is that the big
Garrus?
guy?
No, it's not.
No,
Barrett.
not Garrett. Not
Barrett,
Garrett.
yeah,
Barrett,
Barrett.
take your life,
Barrett.
Okay,
Danny.
anyway.
Barrett.
Take your life, Danny.
Wait. Hold up. No. Sorry. That option is incorrect. Sorry. I said I think.
You lost.
Hold on. No. I said I think. I didn't say it was 100%. I said I think.
I don't care what the guy's name is. You got
Right.
you got fucking
Exactly.
you got these fucking pervs, bitching about Tifa's breasts, looking smaller because they actually gave her a goddamn bra. But you don't see them. You don't see them throwing shade towards Barrett. That man in the old games had his pecs hanging out.
That's true. He does.
He was showing
Let
off
me show
his
Barrett.
his
Let's see what
pecs.
Barrett looks like.
And now they have a goddamn tank top, a wife beater on him now, hiding his goddamn his man boobs. You don't hear people getting pissed about that. I mean, you can't go and throw shade for one gender, not the other, man. Equal representation. Stop being sexist, fucking pigs, man.
But they like to be sexist.
It is being sexist. It's like that sense of ownership.
It's super sexist.
And it's like, come on,
Barrett,
man.
Barrett had his, man nips hanging out, and now he's covered.
I don't know.
Man,
So why you mad? Why you mad about Tifa and not mad about Barrett? Because they did the same thing to him. It's
Right.
sexist, man.
It is. Look at Street Fighter. Look at any of those fighting games.
Our guy
Got
says,
their
"Yo,
chest
bring
out.
back Cloud's Popeye arms from the original."
Oh God, please no. Yeah, no. But I mean, yeah, I mean, if people want to complain about that, they can. You can dissect the game. You can dissect every fucking character and say what you would like or dislike.
They'll still buy it.
They're still gonna
I'm
get it.
buying
They're
this.
still gonna fucking get it. I'm getting it. They're still gonna fucking get it.
This is, like I said, this is an automatic day
Hey.
one.
Yeah, I already ordered the $300 edition, so.
$40
$30
game. I'll rent it or something like that, but I'm not gonna pay $60 for like a full fledged. I want the whole entire package. You know what I'm
Me
saying?
too. Me too.
Ben's gonna be in there, like the $600-700 range on this game.
Damn.
No, it's only 300.
No, hold on now. It's
Frozen said pay
$330
$60 4 times.
It's $330 for the collector edition. What you got, and you're only getting part. You're only getting part 1 of the game. There's gonna be multiple.
Wow, he spent $300 in part 1.
There's gonna be multiple parts. They already said, but they don't know how many. There's gonna be multiple parts.
Brandon.
And it's gonna be.
Look, he's thinking about that shit. Brandon's thinking about that shit right now. He's like, holy fuck.
Stop. No, don't even try to do that, because literally part 1 of the game is like a huge, long, full-fledged. It'd be no different than having a
game. Yes.
Yeah, so I mean, just because it's part 1, I mean, who cares? The game is going to be just as long as any other $60 game that you would spend $300 on a collector's edition for.
I agree, but
it's not even a thing.
It is a thing.
It's not a thing. It's not a thing. It's not a thing. If part 1 was, if they were doing some episodic bullshit like fucking Telltale, where you get one episode is like an hour and you have to get the rest, then yeah, I would say why would you pay for a collector's edition for episode 1? But they're not doing that. Literally, part 1 is literally the same quality for any other $60 game you would be getting. They're not changing you at all. You're getting the whole goddamn game. It's just
how do you know I'm going to get a collector's edition for every game?
They're making that game so big and massive. All right.
And it's going to be $60 for each part, is what I'm about to say.
Yes, but how do you know I'm going to get a collector's edition for each part?
I didn't say you were, but I mean, still, all I'm saying is you're going to be almost like $500 into the game.
Damn.
Not me, because I can have Cody. I can have Cody get the second part.
Okay, fine. You're still going to be almost like $400, $400 to $500 in the game. And Frozen, you said there's going to be 4 parts.
Well, Frozen is right. The Midgard part that is super short. So I'm interested to see how they fill that void. Because if they really want to make it like a full blown, if they concentrate on just the first part, which is Midgard.
The first part is from what I'm understanding, the first part, well, from my understanding, is going to be all about Midgard. And they're going to open it way up.
Okay, so they're going to open up Midgard. So you have the things that you've missed, like now that they can go really deep into like the place, the outskirts
and
of it.
Each part is supposed to be.
You don't know if it's going to be 4. No one ever confirmed that. He just thrown a number out.
He is. There's no confirmation. The dude said he didn't even know how many.
We know it's going to be multiple parts, but we
at
don't
least
know how
2. We know at least 2 parts so far.
And like I said, each part's supposed to be $60, and plus, like I said, they're going to open up Midgard way up.
Which is fine, and they're going to be at least a year or so apart, so it's like you're getting a whole new game.
2 to 3 years.
Right, 2 to 3 years, so it's like you're getting... It's no different than getting a game in a series, and you having to wait...
I have time to save up, Mike. I have time to save up.
I didn't say nothing wrong about it. I just said it's going to be like $500 in.
It's like Darksiders. Literally, the story is a continuation in each one. You literally have to wait. Between part 2 and 3, you had to wait 7 years. It's no fucking different, man.
You know me, Mike, because at the... Swear to God, every goddamn day, Mike's going, hey, look at this collector's edition, Brandon. Don't you want it? Don't you want it? I'm like, son of a bitch.
He pushing that fucking bullshit. He's pushing it. That's what I'm saying.
I know, he's like, come on, Brandon, come to the dark side.
I know, I mean, I ain't gonna say I didn't do that to you, but I mean, hell, I did to you today, or yesterday. I told you about Dark Souls 2, is on sale for like $10, and you said you wanted to play it. Like, well, if I get Dark Souls 2, Michael, I'm going to have to get 1 and 3 as well. Because, God damn it.
Frozen, you're paying for multiple parts because they're making it bigger. The game back on the fucking PS1 was small as shit compared to how games are today, bro. That's the difference. The games are a lot bigger. They're making it, bigger. That's why you're not getting all these parts in one thing, man.
And Danny, he's like, hey, Brandon, did you
Nobody
check
in
out the sale?
2019 is going to go and try to get a physical copy that's 4 discs long. That's ridiculous. Okay, you
No,
need to
no.
put everything on one disc. You're not going to get the game on one disc.
The
Big
original
Mike
was
is always pitching that bullshit. He tags me and
Right.
shit. He sends
I
me messages
know.
all the time. He's like, "Hey, here's this $800 collector's edition." I'm like,
I know, he does that to
I'm not
me.
spending that motherfucking money on that shit.
I'm a gamer. I'm just sharing your case. Gamers like you want to buy games.
He's like, hey,
Frozen
Brandon.
hold on, Frozen
does
trying to
it-
trigger Terry because you know how
I know.
that's why I couldn't believe that y'all was in agreement the last
But-
episode, but then this
but, like,
episode he's full on Terry.
He's being ridiculous. He's trying to make a comparison between the old game and the new game when the new game is way larger than the original.
I agree with Terry on this one.
It's
But
stupid.
like,
You know, that's like
but like I said, there's
that's like, you know, comparing an NES game to today. The fucking games were tiny as fuck memory-wise compared to games today, bro.
That's true. And
True.
if you really fleshed it out,
Final
you couldn't
Fantasy
even flesh it
VII.
out.
The
because
old
of the
Final
power.
Fantasy VII on the old Final Fantasy VII on the PlayStation back in the day. On PlayStation back in the day was 3 discs.
Yes.
And part 1 of Midgard, they already said is going to be 2 Blu-ray discs. And you know Blu-ray discs are fucking huge. They're
massive. So I think
Yeah.
what they're doing is like Terry said, I
PS1,
think they're actually like
had regular CD-ROM. Those were a lot smaller in comparison
it's
to a
only like
Blu-ray.
200,
That's why
500
the
MB or something.
PS1
Yeah.
the games commonly had multiple discs on the PS1 because those CD-ROMs couldn't hold
Right.
much.
So what I think they're doing, like Terry said, I think what they're doing is now that they have the power, because you know, like you said, back then it's hard to flesh out an environment when you're on old hardware. You know, so you have to kind of make some
Yeah.
beats.
That's
You
why
know.
it's so common today to get games that are bundled with a bunch of classics, like the Contra collection or
Yeah.
the Mega Man collection, because those games are small as fuck. They can
Now,
literally
Frozen-
put all of them on one disc now today.
Yeah. Very
I agree
true.
with you. I agree with you on the
Like the
milking
Spyro and the
aspect of
Crash
it.
games.
I feel like they could get this done in 2 discs. Like I don't feel like they need to break it out. But
I don't think they can get this guy.
It depends on how
I
they
think
part
so.
it. It depends
think
on how they part it. We,
it-
we don't know how they're gonna part it.
if they part
Right.
it like
True.
part 1 and part 2, I think I would be satisfied. I wouldn't be so upset for paying that.
I
If
don't
they
know
drag-
what's all
if they
in
drag
the game.
this out 4 or 5 fucking
But-
discs. I don't know. I don't know if I could.
I don't think they're going to get it all done 2 parts. I'd say at least 4.
Oh no, I don't know.
It depends. We don't know how, what they're going to be doing.
Right.
You know, with the
'Cause
with
you
their
still
open
gotta- you
world
gotta
and
think
the
all the-
exploring that they're going to have. We don't
True.
know.
You got to think of
You know?
all the stuff that's in that game. Like you got the ultimate weapons you got to fight, and there's all kinds of shit. The open worldness, the randomness of the enemies.
Yeah,
I know,
they
like,
are
if they
making the
really
game
open it
bigger
up-
and better than the original. You can't compare the two.
If they really open it up, like they say, we're going to go down into the minuscule details of Midgar, then that might be dope as fuck, because then you can actually experience what it really was for the characters.
Yeah.
That might actually be dope, but like I said, we got to really see it. We have to see it to believe it. And if they really push that narrative to where, hey, we really expanded on what like Midgar is and how you venture through it and the outskirts and all the open world, okay, well then okay, I get it. And then I'll see it as, okay, these are just like Final Fantasy 7-1, Final Fantasy 7-2, okay, I get it. But, it's just got to be
think it's
that
gonna
way.
be. I know I'm gonna go digital on this. There, Frozen. I think this is gonna be like a 100 to 200 gig download.
Probably, because Final Fantasy 15 is like 130 gigs.
So
Red Dead Redemption 2 was one of the highest.
Think about it. Well, for Final Fantasy, it's not going to be 200 gigs. I'd say like at least 60 or 70, because what Red Dead Redemption 2 it
Final
has a
Fantasy 15 was
multiplayer.
100
It
and
had a
some odd gigs.
multiplayer aspect to it. That's why it was so high in the gigs or whatnot. With Final Fantasy, it's not going to have
true.
multiplayer or the online capabilities, so it's not going to be that high in gigs.
I think it's gonna be
Because
high.
Well,
man.
with
Black
multi-
Ops,
well, you gotta think
Black
about it
Ops
like
2
this,
and
Platinum.
3, for Black Ops 2 and 3, it was like 200 gigs because it was constantly updated because it was on.
Well, you got to think about this too, Platinum. When you're doing an online,
You gotta think of all the textures and everything they're adding to
hold on.
60
When you're
to
talking
80 max.
Hold on. When you talk about an online game, a lot of those assets are housed on a server, so they're not on your system. So when you say
Right.
online game, it's like, okay, yeah, technically, but they're not most of the time,
No,
the
there's
files
a
are not
lot of single player RPGs that are huge
Yeah.
because they're open
Final
world.
Fantasy 15 on PC is a 135 gig install. Okay, on
How much is it?
PlayStation, 135 gig.
Woo!
That's massive.
That's how big it is. Well, baby, because PC hashtag PC. The graphics, is all the way up.
Here we go.
But I get it. But PlayStation. Let's say PlayStation Pro.
You're right because they changed the RPG aspect and
remember, it's open world. It's like
it's open world. You're not going to have a tiny little turn-based fighting thing like you're used to.
Right. This every action has an action.
You have to have a big world where you have to move around and do stuff. That's going to take up a lot more.
Yep. So it's going to. I'm thinking I think maybe for the consoles 100 gig. PC, same amount, like 130, 140. It's going to be around that fucking install, which is going to be massive. But I'm ready. I upgraded my storage now, so I'm ready for the shit.
I think Red Dead Redemption 2 was like 112, 115.
112? Grand Theft Auto was what? 89, 100 gig? Like, I mean, come on, It's like...
That was before the online, because they didn't even release that yet.
Yeah, they didn't release that yet, and it was 100-some-odd gig. So it's like... those games that are open and super like detailed like that, they have a lot of
the online
textures.
came later.
All those textures you have to store on your local machine so they can be streamed through the game while you're playing it. That's where the big bloated installs come from. So hopefully it's moderate. I hope it's not that high, but I'm thinking it's going to be. But
I think
I'm ready.
Big.
I'm ready.
It's going to be big.
Want Final
it's going to be
Fantasy.
big.
I want it right fucking now, really. But
I mean, there's clearly a reason why next gen wants to go SSD because they're, these games are going to get bigger and bigger and bigger.
High textures, and you want to be able to stream them at high speed. That's why you get texture pop in. Have you ever played a game and like you're just going through the level and shit's still loading in the background? You see trees get details and stuff like that. That's how you stream the textures. And the faster that the device that you have that streams those textures in real time, the faster it'll load. That's why when Sony was showing them going through that like scene through that city, and they were like, you can go through the city this fast with a regular drive, but if you go through it and you're streaming textures from this drive, it'll load, miles.
The
and
higher
miles
resolution is going to make them
right.
big too.
Right. But keep in mind, higher resulution, more textures.
It's going to make them a lot bigger.
Drive. Right. So
you got to remember, a lot of these games that we're complaining about are huge now. Those are 1080.
True.
We're going to be getting a lot more 4K stuff.
4K textures are massive. So I could definitely
takes up a lot of space.
Lots of space.
Lot of space.
Every piece. This is a PC gamer, and console guys are just now experiencing the pain, but this has always been kind of the pain of a PC gamer. And the reason why I say that is because the PC gamer, you got to know. I mean, this is just facts. They always bundle in higher res textures because they got to be able to support those graphics cards. And people going 4K, 8K, 100 FPS, 200, and all those things they bundle into the actual file size itself. So we've had that pain forever. We've always looked at that. We're like, fuck, Max Payne 3, 89 gigs, really? It was fucking 20 gigs on PlayStation. Well, that's because the textures are all high res, and those high res textures add 20, 30 gigs to the final file. So kind of take that in.
So Mike, are you gonna get an 8K TV?
I will eventually, not right away.
Those are like too expensive right now.
Yeah, right now they're too expensive.
They're like 16 grand still. Like, don't.
Yeah, fuck that.
They're more than that right now.
They're expensive.
They're expensive. I'm not fucking with that shit. Now, 4K,
no one's going to be playing 8K video games on this next gen. It's going to be just like this gen. They're gonna have mostly like this gen was mostly 1080, and then they slowly started getting into the 4K at the end.
It's just not a thing right now.
Next gen is going to be the 4K, and then at the end is probably when they'll start trickling into that 8K. Gotta give it time.
4K is just now coming into it. Like literally.
Next generation, they're also going to increase the FPS. Well.
It's no one's going to be doing 8K. No one's going to be doing fucking 8K.
I was discussing
people are getting on that because Microsoft and Sony both confirmed that their new consoles will have 8K compatibility, but no one's going to be playing that shit or developing games in fucking 8K at launch. Okay,
right. Well, there's not monitors and stuff that
they've barely been able to get 4K going right now. There's no way they're going to be making that jump. Nobody has 8K anything right? They're not going to be making that crazy jump.
It's just the TVs are too fucking expensive.
I don't even have a 4K TV or monitor yet.
Imagine how
know
big.
what I mean?
And I bet you when they do have those games that have 8K, I bet you there's like an option that says, do you want to download the 8K textures? Because I'm telling you, an 8K texture pack is probably like 100 gigs on its own. So I can't imagine the game standard like that. Maybe that'll be an option. Like when you download the game, it'll say, you get a pop-up and says, do you want to install the texture pack? I'm pretty sure that's going to be a thing because that's what happens on PC. Like when you install the game,
is going to be one of those things that no one's going to be supporting that for at least another 6 fucking years.
There's no, I'll say about 6 years. I would say about 5 years. I would say about 5 years.
I'm with Danny on that
one. But 4K literally is not the standard right now, so we got
right now. I would say 3 to 4 years after the new systems drop. After the new systems drop, it'd be 3 or 4 years when everybody will start jumping on.
It literally took them over 5 years though for them to start pushing 4K on the current gen. Though
I'm thinking 4
that's
or
why I said
5.
it'd be 3.
So it's going to take.
That's why I said 3 or 4.
I'm telling you, no, it's not going to take no 3 or 4. It's not.
Okay.
That means you're saying that they're going to adopt 4K immediately, which is not happening. People are not. I mean, 4K TVs are out there.
There's a lot of people that haven't upgraded to 4K yet.
There's still a ton of people that do not have 4K
is finally just starting to get to within that pay area where people can afford the upgrade now. All right, and not everybody can afford it still. It's still expensive, but it's actually get to a point where people can okay, maybe I can start making that switch.
Right, it's still trickling out right now.
8K is far down the line next year.
I agree.
For sure.
8K's down there, but and I'll say again, after the PS5 comes out, after we'll say PS6 comes out, we'll be doing 12K.
No, that's insanity.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just telling you.
That's like
I'm telling you.
20 years.
I'm telling you what. But you said you took my life the last time. I said we would be doing 8K. You're like, nah, Mike, we're not going to be doing 8K. Look where we're at now.
Because we're still not doing 8K.
Right, we're still not doing 8K.
The next system's coming out.
Still not doing fucking 8K.
The next system says it's compatible, but no one's going to be making 8K games. No one's going to be making 8K games because nobody has anything any TV.
100% Frozen. 100% agree. They're concentrating on graphics.
It's just like with the 4K with this gen.
Playability.
They barely pushed the 4K for the fucking One X and the Pro. It was literally a small little upgrade, like an enhancement.
4 years.
Just like a small enhancement.
You didn't get true 4K nothing. All right,
exactly.
It was all
Facts.
all right, you're gonna get. You're gonna be lucky if you get the 8K enhancement. You're not getting fucking 8K, Mike. All right?
They don't Frozen, but you know what? I say it like this. I like that Sony, and I give them credit. I'll give them this credit. They are pushing the narrative of better frames. I don't hear that coming out of Xbox. I do hear it coming out of Sony that they're finally realizing that, okay, a game can be beautiful, but if that shit's slow, that takes away from the game, especially shooters and fighters. Mm-hmm. They have to have a certain frame rate to be palatable. And they're realizing that now. They're like, oh, okay, well, I guess fuck. We do have to meet that standard because when people go from playing that, then they go to PC and look at it, they're like, God damn, they can't even take it. So I'm glad that they're focusing on this shit. Really
games today for the current generation console, you're lucky if you're getting the goddamn 60 frames.
You're lucky.
Okay.
You're lucky if you get the 60 frames for the goddamn 1080 games we goddamn have. You really think they're gonna be pushing like the 120 frames and shit that we need for next gen?
I think what they're gonna do is
they can't even do the 60 now.
I think they're gonna do 60 FPS but support the TV's refresh rate, which is still good. They're gonna finally
get 60 frames. 60 was supposed to be standard for this gen, and they failed. All right, so next gen, we're finally gonna get that. 60.
Finally gonna have a fucking standard, but that's why I said I'm getting a PS5. Then, now that they've reached a standard that I can deal with, I will get a PS5, 100%. Because now
the PS5 is gonna be 120 frames a second.
No,
it's not.
Yeah. It is.
All right. Okay. So
they literally made the Pro, which was supposed to do the 60,
and it didn't do it. It could barely.
They still had games doing 30.
They did not make the Pro to do 60 frames per second.
That was the whole point of having the Pro. It was supposed to do the 4K at 60 frames and all that bullshit, and they didn't have games to support that.
The X or the Pro was not based on 60 frames per second. No, the X and the Pro was made to have 4K graphics. That was it.
And there's no point having 4K at below 60.
Exactly.
Oh, that's y'all's point.
No.
You don't want 4K below 60.
4K checkerboard. It's not real 4K.
All right.
But
think about it, Mike. People are pissed when they get a 1080 at 30. All right, they're pissed. You really think you want a goddamn 4K at 30? Fuck no, Mike. You're freaking ridiculous.
It's like this shit is beautiful, but it's like, oh my god.
No.
I'm
not.
As fuck.
You want 60 frames for your 1080, and you want 120 for your 4K. That's what you want. That's what you want.
I understand.
But that's not what you're getting with your goddamn Pro and your One X. Literally, they sold you hardware. And they didn't have any games to support the fucking hardware. Anyone who bought that shit basically wasted money because you didn't have games to support the hardware.
I'm not pissed about it.
No, you just threw money away for hardware you're not fucking using.
That's you.
Terry.
I'm sorry.
All right.
I didn't get a Pro or a One X because they didn't have games to support the fucking hardware. I'm not going to go dish out money for hardware that's not getting supported.
Frozen said Terry is destroying you.
Sorry,
bro.
I thought it looked beautiful.
Exactly. And plus, they've already made games for the X that support 4K.
It's not real 4K. You're getting enhancements.
Yes, there is games for the Xbox X that are native 4K. Go look it up.
I'm about to look it up right now.
You can shake your head all you want. There is games out there that are native 4K for the X. And Harry's not destroying me.
Okay. I am, because you're over here saying that you don't need 60 frames as their standard for the next gen.
I don't care about the frames, though.
Your 4K is nothing without the frames.
That's your opinion. I mean, to me, I'm fine. I don't care.
Frames you need the frames. That's literally what helps you win your games,
are not
the frame rate.
That much.
If you have a shitty frame rate, your graphic quality doesn't mean anything. You need the frames.
And you can't stream at a low frame rate either because it's a little choppy as fuck.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah, so you talk about getting a better PC, Big Mike.
Imagine playing your Spider-Man at a low frame rate. Literally, you wouldn't be able to swing through the goddamn city without a fucking button.
Okay, they said there's two games. They said there's 2 games that are native 4K. That is
2 games. You're gonna sit here and you're gonna promote the goddamn consoles with 2 fucking games. That's
Gears of War,
a goddamn upgrade for?
Gears of War 5, Gears of War 5, and Forza. They said those are the only 2 that are native 4K. They said there's ones that are
5's not even out.
They said enhanced 4K. It's going to be they got ones that are enhanced 4K, which is checkerboard 4K, not native. And they got
told you, Mike.
Call of Duty,
you literally anybody who bought a One X or a Pro spent a fucking ton of money on a goddamn hardware upgrade with no game support.
I support my
game. Money away.
Right, there was only 2 true games. There was only 2 true games.
I'm sorry, I didn't throw money away.
You might as well hold a PS4 and still kept playing PS3 ports because that's literally what you fucking did. You just threw money away.
That's
you. What's up, Dre, man?
Anybody.
That's you.
Literally everybody who bought a fucking Pro or a One X. You threw money away. You threw money away.
No, you threw money away. You threw money away then.
I did it because I didn't buy a Pro or a One X.
Let me show it for everybody so they can fucking see. So they can see that I'm not bullshitting. But it's only one game that support. They got the enhanced, and then they got true 4K. And the only ones that are ticked are Gears of War 5 and 4.
I fully support my Pro. I like what I saw on it. I like God of War. I like Spider-Man. They all look fucking amazing. Horizon Zero Dawn looks fucking amazing on the Pro.
I agree with Mike.
And it wouldn't look good without good frame rate, Mike. You keep saying
Tifa would win.
Shit. Try swinging through the city as Spider-Man with low frames,Ike. It would look like piss. You did. You said frames don't fucking matter. Yes,
no, I said it don't matter to me.
Yes, the fuck they do.
Yes,
they matter.
Yes, they do matter to you. Yes, they do matter to you because I was right there. You kept going on about how beautiful it was to swing through the city and you love doing it. That's because of the frames.
And it is 30 frames per second.
That was because of the frames.
It's 30 frames per second.
Yes. So imagine putting that in 4K at 30 frames, Mike.
It would
No,
just
it
it
doesn't
would
look
it would
as good.
literally
It
bog
looks
it
fine
down.
to me.
It'll bog
No.
down though.
Yes,
No,
that's
Mike.
your opinion. Do you think it should be
It's
60
not my
frames?
opinion. Mike, you're the same man who said you refuse to watch a movie that is, not fucking in 4K anymore.
That's true.
So you're gonna promote a 4K 30 frame fucking video game, but you can't watch a movie like that?
I enjoyed
And
it.
you said it looks like ass? So how does the movie look like ass, but the video game does it that makes no fucking sense, Mike?
As I said, I supported it.
He's Big Mike is like, fuck.
No, I don't give a fuck. I mean, her point of he spent $4,000 piece each. She didn't have to
My
buy.
PC's not $4,000. That $4,000 includes my gaming chair and my desk. And my
Didn't need
things I'm gonna
it.
get.
You didn't need it.
She did need
That's
it.
not
What are you
for the
talking about,
future.
dude? She's a professional
My-
streamer. What the fuck
My
are you talking
PC
about?
is not 4K by itself. That's literally including my $200 chair and my desk and a bunch of other shit, Mike.
Hold on, I'm a Switch fan too, Dre.
Didn't need it.
I don't need a desk.
No, I'm saying you didn't.
Who's
need
that
all-
meme to the dude shows his face like?
Okay. All right. Let's do
I fully
this.
support the PlayStation 4 Pro, and sorry you think I threw money to it, but hey, I like it. Get off my
I'm
nut.
telling you, everybody, I don't give a shit who you are. To me, any person who bought a Pro or a One X, you got fucking swindled.
Well, good
Yeah,
for you.
because
That's
it
that's
didn't
your opinion.
support natively only but 2
That's
games.
your
which is
opinion.
really fucked
You got
up.
swindled. You literally paid
That's your
for a
opinion.
hardware upgrade with no software support.
That's your opinion.
You had no games for it.
That's your opinion.
Rip. All right. I want to skip this
Exactly,
topic. I
EJ.
wanna-
And the E screen, like I said, she's got like $4,000 in her
but
streaming
that's
hardware.
not for just her PC though. You're trying
I
to say that she
said,
spent
PC.
okay, fine, $4,000 for everything she's doing right now. She didn't need all that.
But she's
and
a
she
professional
did all that.
streamer,
Look,
Big
I have
Mike.
the green screen.
Big
I got
Mike,
it on the
she
dime.
is
I
a
got my
pro
fucking
streamer, though,
like,
Big
my
Mike.
capture
Streamer.
card. I
She's
have
a
this-
pro
I have a
streamer.
water
What do you want her to do? What do you want her to
Goddamn
do?
Mike.
You wanted to
She
fucking
could-
sit on a crate in a fucking empty room? I mean, what
She
the fuck,
could've
man?
went with the 1080. She could have done 1080.
I am doing 1080.
Okay, but I'm saying
What
you
the fuck
need
are
all.
you talking about? I am doing 1080. My monitors are literally 1080. I don't have fucking 4K.
Right. Exactly.
fuck are you talking
Look,
about?
Big Mike, look, I got him right here. I got
No,
him
no,
right
you
here.
don't. You don't
It
have
was
enough.
at this moment when they knew they messed up.
You know? and when I use my capture card for my consoles, I have the original Xbox One and PS4. I didn't waste money on those fucking upgrades because there was no reason to.
Facts. All right. I want to skip this one topic because I think I just don't want to be fucking triggered today. I just don't.
I don't even know the
I
topic.
already
No,
know
go over the topic, bro, because you're down to one life.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to go over
Because
it.
every topic
I do
we
wanna
cross, you
pick-
just increase that chance.
I do want to pick Mike's brain about Bloodstain, but I want to do it really quick because we've been going a little over. We're a little overboard. But Big Mike, Bloodstain. What do you think, man? Was it worth the Kickstarter or is it shitty?
It's worth it. It's a good game. I promote it. I recommend everybody to go pick it up and check it out. I know Terry won't play it because it's a platformer.
Oh,
But I'm saying, I'd say recommend it if you like the Metrovania, Castlevania games. Go ahead and pick it up.
because I
Not
was
all
watching you play it. I'm
Castlevanias
like,
are platformers, so you can't really say that.
All right, the newer Castlevania games are not, but the older games, the
You
older
like
ones,
Castlevania? I mean,
But the older
I like
ones
the
there,
new
Terry.
ones. Like,
but the older ones, Terry, are platformer.
I know, I fucking played them, and the goddamn hitboxes were bullshit. You literally be sitting there, goddamn hit a goddamn bat.
All right,
You
here we
couldn't
go
hit it for
with
shit.
Terry,
That game was horseshit.
Terry's like,
Terry's already started. Like I said, this is why she's the Rage Queen and the Grinch of Nintendo.
oh wait, hold on.
Nintendo.
Wait, the
I'm literally not the Grinch of Nintendo.
she gave Nintendo. Listen, she
are.
gave Nintendo a good score for E3.
I gave Nintendo a good score.
No,
I
Mike.
literally own a Switch. I am
Mike,
excited.
She's gonna
to
get.
see
She's gonna get
Marvel
Marvel
Ultimate
Ultimate Alliance. She's getting Marvel
I
Ultimate
already got
Alliance
that shit
version.
on pre-order. But yeah,
No, she's the Grinch of PlayStation.
All right, I mean, hold on. I
Yeah,
don't-
PlayStation. You call me the Grinch of PlayStation, I'll agree with
No,
you.
she's also the
Oh,
She's
shit,
also
she's
the
the
Grinch of
Grinch of
Nintendo.
PlayStation.
Grinch of Nintendo.
I'm
because
not the
she's
Grinch. I
You are.
support Nintendo though.
You're only buying one game, man.
I'm calling the Grinch of PlayStation.
No, she's the Grinch of Nintendo, and just the Rage Queen.
I'm not the Grinch
PlayStation.
of Nintendo.
You are. You're only buying
I'm
one.
not.
You are. You're only buying one game for Nintendo.
No, I even said
I
I'm looking at getting Mario Party 2 right now.
Yeah, okay. I'll believe when I see it.
Oh,
why the fuck you lying? Why you always
The only game she's gonna
And
support
why does it matter if I only buy one game? You have time and time again admitted the only reason why you bought an Xbox was for one game, which was Gears. So shut the fuck up, Mike.
Oh.
Don't come at me saying I'm Grinch of Nintendo because I'm buying supposedly one game when you do that for Xbox. So shut the fuck up.
Oh.
And I'm not buying the next Xbox. I've already said I'm not buying the next Xbox.
Oh my God!
All the games are
But
going to
it doesn't change the fact that you have admitted more than once on the show the only reason why you have bought an Xbox One and a 360 was for Gears. So you can't come at me for buying maybe one game for Switch when that's why you bought an Xbox.
Oh, she did there, Dre. She did. She spazzed also when I called her a PlayStation hater.
But she supported
I do
it.
hate.
She did. She supported that shit. She said, "Yes, I clocked it."
Well, I mean, the Xbox is trash.
Okay. Final round. Look, Platinum, your ass has been the most motherfucking quiet I've ever seen in my life. This dude literally does not want to fucking lose a life. That's what it is.
Nah, that's nothing to do with it. Those two we're talking about, obviously, they had agreement with about
Platinum, he lifted up his shirt. He hit the switch. Listen, Platinum lifted up his shirt. He hit this. Listen, hold on, Brandon. He lifted up his shirt. He hit the switch for bitch mode. And he decided to be quiet. So that's what the fuck happened. That's what happened.
Dirty, I don't know why you hating. Dirty, you being a hater.
I mean, like, this is
Dirty being a troll master #1, man.
I'm trying to get Platinum out of here because he's trying to get me out. I got the grenade. I should fuck you. I really could. Listen, hold on. I really could kill Platinum right now if I wanted to. But I'm gonna prove to him that I'm not Randy Pitchford. So I'm not gonna do it until he deserves it. But to that point, this motherfucker's on the edge, just like me. So fuck you right now.
I want to see who loses life first, Danny or Platinum. But end of this show.
How about you, Brandon? Oh shit, wrong shit. Fuck. Here we go.
Oh my God.
There we go. All right. Final round. Who's in? Who wants in?
I'm good.
Man, we haven't had a final round in a while.
I'm in it. I think I'm in it.
We need to make it good.
You're in it?
I'm being final round. I'm in it.
Who else?
I don't know.
Give me something to be triggered about. Like,
all right, well,
I think you've already
wait
been
till after
triggered.
final round. I wait till final round.
Oh, you want in?
I wait till after final round.
I want in on final round.
Wait. Yeah,
you want in on final round?
Okay. Count me in.
Okay, so there's 3.
All right, so me, Platinum, and Dave in the
final round.
Who go first? You want me to go first? All right, I'll go first. Fuck it. EA, what I want you to do, I want you to get knee pads, right? I want you to show up at my house. I want you to get on your knees and suck my dick. Because I cannot support the bullshit that you're fucking spewing right now. Surprise mechanics. Oh my God. Literally, my balls went inside my fucking stomach when I heard that shit. I could not believe this bitch uttered those fucking words. We don't call them loot boxes. We call them surprise mechanics. Shut the fuck up, you wobbly ass bitch. There's no fucking way you think that shit is a reality. You heard the parliament was rolling when she said that dumbass shit. So, you know what? EA, suck my dick to the white meat, and we'll be even.
Oh, my God.
All right. Who's next?
Okay.
Oh, no.
I'll jump in.
Tag David in. Boom.
All right. I actually am raging about something that Danny actually took off the topics, and that is the damn racist-ass imagery in One Punch Man. And to me, I can't believe that we still to this day, till this day, we are still dealing with the fucking Sambo, buck-eyed, big old fat pink lips and dark skinned, whack ass looking damn characters in the damn anime or in the damn games. I mean, this shit has got to stop. And really, what it is they need to hire people of different ethnicities so that way they can understand whether some shit looks like some old ass step and fetch it, type of shit like that, and cut out all that shit. I mean, every major damn media has cut out all that fake imagery, and we got to stop it. So I saw that article. I just thought I know we didn't get a chance to get to it today, but that fucking triggered me. It's just like, here we go again. Now we're talking about big ass buck eyes and big lips, and it's just like, that is just not black people. I mean, damn, where are they getting these black people from? From the 1930s? I mean, this is not the fucking Sambo ass buck eyed, old massa and all this fucking watermelon ass bullshit. We just got to stop this. And so really, that's where I've been fucking raging at. So, and the fucking EA trash. But yes.
He's doing EA trash.
But the fucking blaxploitation ass buck-eyed, spook ass fucking imagery is like not what's supposed to be happening.
I feel you, man. I'm with you, man. Like how they did Mr. Popo and shit like that, how they look on Dragon Ball. It's like, get with the times, You can draw black people without the big giant pink lips. And I know people will say, well, in the manga, he doesn't look like that. Well, that's the fucking manga. We're talking about One Punch Man. The way they drew him in One Punch Man was kind of fucked up. But, it's Japan, man. They always draw us like that. That's how they do since time immemorial. We always bug eyes, big old pink lips and shit, looking like blackface. And people will tell you, well, it's not fucking racist. And then I pull up a picture of blackface and they go, that's Mr. Popo. Well, yes, the fuck. Yeah, it's
exactly.
It's racist as fuck. But what can you do, man? That's Japan. That's their culture. You just hope to God that one day they just realize that, you know what? We need to draw people with their attributes instead of trying to come
up
with
fucking 2020.
Like,
I mean, we're 2019, 2020 is around the fucking corner. I mean, are we still doing Sambo eyes and shit? I mean, get fucking real.
Yeah, Japan is very racist. It is very racist. And when somebody black goes there, and they'll tell you, they'll even say that there was a BuzzFeed video where they were in Japan and they just were stopping people and they were like, what happens if you see a black person? And one person said they'll get their autograph. One person said they'll try to touch their hair. One person said that they think that they're all thugs. Like, it's just, and they even say it too, what America portrays. We see what America shows, so we automatically have that perception. And it's unfortunate. But like I said, hopefully, I know certain cultures are slower to change, but hopefully at some point in time they'll realize that you don't have to draw it like that. You can add more texture. You can add the lips as the same color as the skin, because guess what? Black folks' lips are pretty much brown. Or they may have some slight color, but it's not to that point where it's beet red or it's look like Cameron pink. It is what it is. Platinum, you tagged in. Go.
All right. Well, one of the things I wanted to just add on was like EA and how it affect other gaming industries as well that might have some type of affiliation with this. Was a surprise. What's the terminology?
Surprise mechanics.
Surprise mechanics. Whatever that bullshit is. I still find that hilarious. But I think it might start a trickle down effect, and it might affect a lot of other gaming industries as far as how they're going to approach that type of situation. Just make us more cautious, and hopefully we'll be more informed consumers and make wise decisions as far as making foreign purchases, as well as like just sticking behind the controversy, what's been talked about earlier in the podcast today. So it's just nerve-wracking, but yet we still going with the flow of what's coming out. Sometimes we eat it up, and sometimes we just have to sit back and think about it.
That's true. I totally agree.
And
All
Danny's still a bitch.
All right. And I guess that was the fuck you.
Final
Terry, I know you have a critique of the final round. Who had the least amount of passion?
The least amount of passion?
Yes, because I know you like
Hold
passion.
on a second.
I know you like. I know you like passion. I know you like
Here we
passion.
go.
Harry,
Who
do
had
not
the
answer
least?
that question.
Who had the least amount of passion?
This has never been asked before.
This is a
Why would
surprise
you ask-
mechanic. This is a surprise mechanic.
He's coming for you.
It's never been asked before because I always call Danny out every fucking time.
Right,
He never
right. But
brings
I
it
had
up.
passion in mind. I had passion in mind, so I'm not worried. But
Yes.
who do you think had the least amount of passion?
Platinum chill.
I'm always chilled. I'm always chilled.
No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my
You on
god.
Twitch, but
Stop
bring in the
fucking
passion and the
lying.
enthusiasm.
Yes,
Don't
but
tell me
also
you're
been
always
chill for a good portion of the time. Also been chill.
Fine, but you can't say you've always been chill because that's not true.
Oh, I got
For
my
the
hand on
past,
the button.
but
I
for the
got my
past
hand on the
several
button.
podcasts, I have been chill.
Before we went live today, you came in, you're all enthusiastic and
Yeah. Whoa! Remember that? Let's go!
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
Right.
That's besides the point.
Exactly. So,
Platinum, I feel for you, man.
should I hit that fucking button? Platinum.
Don't do it, Danny.
You're my guy.
Danny, don't do it.
But,
Don't do it,
Well, I'll
Danny.
be down to one life.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Dan Pooh.
If I do it, he's dead. If I do it, he's dead. If I do it, he's dead.
No, I had 2 lives still.
No, you lost. You're down to 1. Me and you both had 1
How?
life. We both. Don't make me
Since
do it.
when?
Don't make me do it, man. Please.
Danny.
Don't make me
Listen
do
to your
it.
brother.
Danny.
Since when I had one life?
Don't do it, Danny. Hey, listen.
That's the
Let's end
FPS
on it.
bullshit that
All right. Let's do this.
Let's end on a nice note.
That's
We
the
still
end
got-
of the show.
No,
Thank
it
you,
ain't the end of
guys.
the show.
Yeah, it is. That's final round, dude. What the fuck is there after that?
You still have fucking Brandon. Lose a life there, Danny.
What? Oh, no. Brandon wanted to do the hot sauce thing, right?
Yeah, I wanted to try the different hot sauces.
Okay, so our last little go out, Brandon wants to mutilate himself on camera.
And
So he wants to
I
try.
thought you also said he had to spin the wheel for the
No, it was so mixed up. I didn't want to do him like that. So it's just like whatever.
he just wants to try these sauces out and
Right.
see what
So
he
let's,
thinks. Just
Brandon-
let the man
But
do his
Brandon,
taste test.
what I need is
So-
big spoonfuls. I don't need no bitch spoons. I need big.
I
There
like
we go.
tablespoons.
Yeah. Okay, well that's a pretty big spoon, and I need you
So-
to try it. And if
The-
you
the
can't make a
reason why-
face, you can't make a face. If you make a face or cough, you lose a life. So
Okay.
let's add some pressure to it.
Make a
Let's add some
face
pressure to it. I'm gonna blow your camera up.
Man, he's
with
gonna
everybody.
lose lives then because
So you have to keep a straight. You have to taste each one. You have to keep a straight
Who's gonna
face.
hit him?
If you make
Okay.
if you lose your face, you lose.
No,
your
no,
life.
no. We'll make this interesting about this there, Danny. If he
Yes.
makes a face or cringe, Platinum loses a life.
No,
that's
that makes no sense. No, that makes no
Oh,
sense.
it's dirty.
That's ridiculous. No.
Dirty.
Go and have Platinum get penalized for Brandon's shit.
They really
Wow,
did
that's
want me to get
dirty.
honest, Terry. They want me down.
Danny likes
That's
it. Like,
dirty.
damn.
No, I can't.
I'm
That's
like,
ridiculous.
I'm like Stone Cold right now against the corporation now.
You said
Stipulations
you wanted
gonna
mixed
fuck
up,
me
Terry.
up.
You said you wanted mixed up, Terry. You said you wanted to mix the shit up.
Mix it up, yeah, but don't you don't screw somebody else over.
Yeah, that's a good
That's
idea.
bullshit. My
Danny,
I'm gonna remember that for. I'm gonna remember that for next time. I'm gonna remember that for next
Hold on.
Mike should
time.
lose a life for that. Now, Mike should lose a life for that, man.
Mike,
'Cause
that's
that's dirty.
ridiculous. That's ridiculous,
dirty.
man.
Okay,
Yeah, you got 30.
so everybody,
Yes.
Anyway, the reason why I am doing this is because when I did my challenge of drinking the sriracha sauce,
It was
Terry
weak.
said, yes,
Yeah,
Terry
puss
said,
sauce.
yeah,
Yes.
Terry said it's pussy sauce.
It is pussy sauce. I love pussy sauce, but I don't like that sauce. So go ahead.
So
Sriracha
I
is sweet.
told her.
Oh shit.
So I told her, send me a link of the hot sauce that you think is hot. So she did. I bought it. So I told her I'm gonna do it live on stream. Try it.
Chug it.
To clarify,
Take a big shot of it. That's what I do.
I picked one that wasn't just hot. I picked one that I liked the flavor of because there's definitely hotter ones out there. But I wanted him to at least have decent flavor to go with it.
Okay, so if you make a face,
to clarify,
if you hiccup, if
clarify.
you cough, if you put your hand over your mouth, if you drink something, you lose a life. And I'm gonna put it on you. And each time you make a face, or we say you made a face, that's a life loss. So you could literally die. At the
So
end
that
of
one
this.
right there, that one is below a medium. That one there is below a medium. Okay, everybody. So
Okay.
this is not hot. This one's
Okay.
below a medium.
Okay,
Okay.
he's not allowed to drink anything right away yet.
Let's get
So
you can't drink. You can't.
If he makes a face on this one when it's below medium, then he's going to be hurting when he gets to the hot.
Ooh. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So this is called it has like hot sauce with garlic in it.
Okay, that sounds good.
Which is below medium.
Let's try it.
Okay.
This
So-
one's not hot.
No face. No face. You
So-
already
I
know.
still think you should take a shot instead.
So-
Take a shot
so-
of it.
That's what I think. But whatever. Okay.
Yeah, so I think you should take a shot. Next one, uncap it and take a big swig of it.
It's just like I'm gonna do it in a fucking spoonful, you jackass.
A spoonful's good. Trust me.
Okay.
A spoonful's enough. Trust me.
All right.
Okay.
Here we go. Here we go.
I am
It's
gonna
gonna
try
be
it.
this flavor.
Yeah, exactly, EJ. This is not ghost pepper.
And I already clarified that it's not going to be like the hottest sauce. I said I wanted him to have flavor.
The kid says Texas
All right.
Pete ain't hot.
All right.
And I said I want him to have flavor.
Okay. All right.
So
All right, and two of these are fucking medium. So yeah, I agree, they're not hot. This one's original is fucking medium, which is not hot.
Okay. All right. So let's see. Let's see what you got, Brandon. Can you hold
Clear your
it?
palate though. Don't be mixing these flavors.
No. He's got to. That's the whole point. If he makes it face,
No.
You're gonna make the man mix flavors together?
100%. Yeah.
100%.
100%.
Okay, this is called the just original.
All right.
Okay.
That's a medium
All right.
as well.
This is the medium.
Okay. Ew, you lick that spoon like Vanity 6, dude. All right. I'm a nasty girl. All right. So let's.
Okay. So the third and last one.
Oh God.
There we go.
All right. There we go. There we go. Now don't clear your palate. Yeah. Let's just get it going. Yeah.
Make one better, Brandon.
Hold the spoon up a little bit.
Never froze.
There we go. Keep going. 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 Keep
working on
going.
mine.
There we go. Right there. All right.
Nah, keep shaking. Keep shaking.
Okay, this is called hotter hot sauce.
All right. If you make a
I
face,
can't see what's going on.
I'm watching this.
Huh?
Good.
It's
What?
on your end, Platinum.
it's
God
on your
damn
end,
it.
dude. Yeah, because it's up.
Okay.
Everybody. Here we go.
Okay, here I go.
There we go. He's nervous. Look, he's nervous. He's like,
That motherfucker like, look, his eyes blink. He said, "Fuck."
Yeah.
There.
All
I
right.
did it.
All right. I give you that.
That was pretty
All
good.
right, okay. All right.
good.
You made
Yeah, I
it.
told you they have nice flavor to them.
He made it.
I think-
I did.
He just coughed, dude. Hey, yo,
He just coughed. Did he just cough?
He just coughed. He just coughed.
Oh!
He just coughed. He just coughed, man.
I didn't cough.
He just coughed, man.
You
He
did.
just cleared the plate.
The garlic is what I like.
I heard
I
it.
like this one better.
Dave heard it. I heard it. He cleared his throat. He went, aha.
I like this one better. I like the garlic taste.
All right. Well, Brandon. All right. All right, that is the show today. Thank you guys for watching us. Shouts out to the panel. Rage Queen, Cool Cat Terry, Brandon, the Hot Sauce Hole Man, Dave D, the Political Gamer, Platinum, the one life man right now, Big Mike, and Chad, Lokita.
I was like, shit, I got like 4 lives left on my end.
EJ, Alucard, Frozen, John,
Dre.
Lamont,
Lokita,
Dre. Who else did I see? I thought I said somebody else.
You missed everybody.
Matt. I saw Matt up in this motherfucker. Shit. All right. Well, yeah, check us out next week at regular time.
And then, and one more thing, don't forget, you guys, 3 weeks. In 3 weeks, we got Atlanta Comic-Con, and you're gonna, you know, some of us are gonna be there. So,
together.
We're gonna be there together. So if anyone,
forever,
I'm gonna be vlogging it on my thing. I'm gonna be vlogging it, but you can do it on your phone. But
we will be going live too on the channel as well. So you can check us out. We'll be bothering people. We'll be interviewing cosplay. We will probably be in cosplay. Yes.
Danny, it'll be when we go live. Michael, shut up. When we go live together, we're going to be donning our new platform T-shirts.
We will have the platform tees on deck. You can get those $125.95 a piece. No, just
damn.
No.
It's like
that's
goddamn
a surprise mechanic. That's a surprise mechanic.
Oh shit.
Yo, Danny. Yes. I don't know what's going on, but you might want to turn behind you, man. Your door opened just like by itself.
I know my dogs are going in and out of the door. You're trying to fucking scare me. And you know I'm a scary bitch, so you're scaring the fuck out of me.
I thought it was Mr. X.
I saw that too at first. That's why I looked back. I was like, and my dog was like, what the fuck? But the dogs opened the door. I saw my dog literally kick that bitch off.
Hold on.
Okay.
Danny, are we going to do a live stream together of us playing both Resident Evil some Star?
No. Hell, he ain't gonna play. He ain't playing. He's already said he's playing that shit off screen, so no one can see it.
Yeah, you can't count on Dan's work.
Ooh, damn!
Platinum, I was trying to save you, bro. We got
dirty. Nah, dude, you can't.
I can throw that. I can throw the grenade right
how
now.
About you and I
literally can toss the grenade right now. I got
You and I will play a horror game together.
I got the motherfucking
You and I will play a horror game together. See who lasts the longest. Whoever doesn't last the longest gets that punishment for the next podcast.
I literally have the pin out on the grenade. I have it right here.
Oh, that's dirty, man. Straight up dirty,
bro. And we'll let the group pick the game. It doesn't have to be anything I played recently. You know what I'm saying? So put up or shut up. Come on, bro.
Anyway,
accept my challenge.
I am going to be Hip Hop Gamer and be Bird Box to the challenge. Anyway. All right, guys. All right, guys. We love you guys. You can find us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Podbean, Spotify, SpankCloud. Everywhere you can log into Facebook, all of those channels. Make sure you hit that like. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell. I'm ignoring the shit out of that right now. Fuck him. And we will see you guys. We will see you guys next
moves,
week.
Man.
1:00 p.m. We out. Peace out.
Damn.
Hold on. Why did you just give an outro when that stream ended?